And hello again everyone, and welcome to something slightly different. It's not often that I do a react stream, but tonight, or today depending on where you are around the globe, we shall be watching the reveal for the last of the Druids, I hope I remember the name right, the update of Path of Exile 2. And after that we shall be jumping into, at the very least, one match of Night Reign, the DLC. But that and first, as we'll be able to see as soon as I bring it up, hold on a second. Okay, not that. This one? Yeah, so, hold on. As you can see here, there we go. There are 14 minutes left, which leaves us with quite a bit of time to chat for a little bit, to let my thoughts out before we get into the actual reaction. So, I think Path of Exile 2 is one that I actually have a little... It's in a weird spot currently for me, because I feel like I understand it better in Path of Exile 1. But I have started to understand Path of Exile 1, like, at the fairly decent level where most Path of Exile players are. I've started to get there. I've used some guides, I've done a few characters in this league in particular. Now, I know some people are not satisfied in the community with how the current Path of Exile 1 league is going. Personally, I adore it. It's made replaying characters and whatnot a lot easier for me. I've been able to speedrun to a lot of things. It does all go back to how some people are used to having just one game and playing that one game, and I don't think that's healthy for people in general. I don't think it's healthy to just have one game and play only that one. So I'm actually happy the rhythm of gearing and leveling was a lot faster in this league compared to the other ones. Now, Path of Exile 2, however, it has been an interesting progression, I will say that. I have been leveling two characters this Abyssal League. One of them is a witch and the other one is a Hollow Palm monk. A Chaos Witch, I should mention, or rather Chaos Lich. I'm trying to get the Abyssal Lich before it goes away, but I'm still a little just out of reach. I need a little bit more to get there. But the build is mostly online, it's going well, it's murdering stuff, it's clearing the maps, and so on and so forth. Now then, what I do know of the upcoming update. There's probably gonna be a new league mechanic. There's probably gonna be the supporter packs. There's definitely going to be the druid. They've already showcased that one. They're not getting away this time without adding the druid. I don't know how many ascendancies the druid will have. That is something that I'm still not clear on. And I have heard rumors that the transformation into animals and whatnot, or beast forms, is not actually tied to the druid per se, or at least not all of them, but it's tied to the new weapon class they are adding. So you could, for example, be a monk who shapeshifts into a werewolf at certain points. That's interesting, and I'm looking forward to see how they do it. Because druids, I think, are my second favorite. I was about to say favorite. No, they are definitely my second favorite overall fantasy class. First one is Necromancer, and it's probably going to stay Necromancer. But druids are a very, very close second. And they kind of have similar playstyles if you think about it. Both of them summon stuff. Both of them conjure up forces of nature in one way or another. Both of them manipulate their enemies with various status effects and whatnot. They do have a lot of crossover. However, rather than being the complete opposite to like a paladin would be to a necromancer, the druid is more like the natural version of a necromancer. So I am very, very curious how they do this. I hope it's more of a minion class. I'm still hoping that, because the Lich ain't it. I'm sorry. I've tried it. The Lich ain't it. I know you can make it work, but you can make a lot of things work with the perfect uniques, the perfect relics, and all the perfect skill gems selections and various interactions and so on and so forth. There's a lot you can make if you have absolutely the perfect things in this game. That's not functional though, in my eyes. Can it work? Yeah. Is it viable at all levels? Pfft, of course not. And that's a problem. But yeah, I'm hoping that they might be a bit more of a... Again, a bit more of a minion class. Or at least some part of them, so you can combine it with the rest. Like, I would be all up for having like... skeletons and wolves and turning into a werewolf. That actually sounds like a cool idea. We will see how all of the combination of items, gems and whatnot that comes to the game performs. And that's another thing. I've learned that Path of Exile has a rather unique relationship with the skill gems. So when they do add skill gems to the game, and weapon classes obviously for the second one, it kind of blends into all of the class builds to an extent, at least potentially. So I'm very curious how it will turn out. Another thing I've noticed, and I'm kind of expecting and hoping for, lightning damage has been, oh boy, it's been so stupidly overpowered compared to the first game, and even in the first game it's kind of strong. In the second game, it is absolutely ridiculous. Like, you have zero excuses to not run some form of lightning damage 90% of the time. And that's kind of sad. But yeah. That's what I am expecting. I actually don't know what they'll do with Act 4. Because I know they said they'll remove it at one point. I don't know if they said they'll remove it literally the next patch or at the end of early access. I don't remember that, but so far, my opinions on Act 4 is that it's actually a lot more entertaining than Act 3 or even Act 2. It's not more is it more entertaining than Act 1? In certain points, it actually, I do consider Act 4 with the islands and whatnot, I do consider it a bit more entertaining than Act 1 in some points. Overall, Act 1 has a very nice flow. Act 2, I feel like it loses some momentum somewhere in the middle. Act 2 is just, it's a lot better than it was at the very start of the early access, but it's still not there, in my humble opinion. Act 4, however, I do like quite a bit. It has a lot of bosses, it has a lot of secrets. Well, I call them secrets. They're just the events that happen. As in, it has a lot of locations and points of interest. That's the word, points of interest. It has a lot of points of interest. Also, I just noticed you guys are not hearing the music. Hold on. There we go. Let me just cut off my BG. Lower this just a bit so as to not deafen anyone. There we go. We should be good to go. If anyone can confirm if the sound is good, that would be great. If not, I'll just assume it works. But yeah, 5 more minutes. What would I like? Some people have theorized that the Foulborn uniques from that are currently in the first game might make an appearance here. I would like that, because Foulborn are basically, they take a random stat from the unique and replace it with a very good different stat, making the unique more unique. I kind of like that idea, and some of the uniques would actually be very, very usable. That's another thing I don't like about Path of Exile 1 and 2. The uniques are, for some reason, they seem addicted to adding downsides to the uniques. So it's like, oh, this would be very, very nice, except for this thing that's a pain in the everything to, and kind of makes the item useless 9 times out of 10. Like, why? I don't know, maybe it's just me. I'm not saying it's bad for unique to have detriments in some cases, but not every single goddamn one of them. It's a unique, it's not a corrupted item or a cursed item, for God's sake. But yeah, that's my own pet peeve, I know, I'm aware, but I do like that you can get upgraded higher level versions of uniques in Path of Exile 1 compared to 2. That's something that I do appreciate they've added. But can't say I'm 100% satisfied, if you know what I mean. But yeah, 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Oh yeah, speaking of the druid, we know that there is a bear form. We know there is a werewolf form. We know there is a third form that I haven't the faintest idea what it is. I'm gonna be honest, I have zero clue what it might be. What sort of a wild animal form would make sense to have here? We could go for an owl bear, but that's more D&D. We could go for a normal bird of some kind. There's been a lot of birds I'm noticing in Path of Exile 2, so maybe a bird form. That would be nice. What else? We already have a wolf, we already have a bear. Ooh, maybe a serpent form. That, honestly, I would go for a druid serpent. It would add some poisons. Maybe some bleed. I could see it having some good CC with the constrictor ability or whatnot. Yeah, I'm actually... The more I think about it, the more I want to... the more I want a serpent to druid. Obviously, they're probably gonna have something with the stars and whatnot. Because, again, druid. Definitely something with nature again, vines and whatnot. I can definitely see that one. But yeah, other than that, I'm not sure what else to expect from this update. Mostly because there are so many ways it can go. Like, the creativity, one thing that I'll always applaud is the creativity behind some of the things that they put in the game. Both in the first one and in the second one. The creativity on the devs is fantastic. I will always applaud and support it. I just wish they gave a little bit more... How do I say this? They didn't lean as much into the making the player suffer as they do, as some other developers do. And they have been guilty of this. You cannot... As long as the lightning totems from the first game exist in the state they exist, you cannot tell me otherwise. But yeah, 1 minute to go. I wonder... If a druid skins a demon in the forest alone, will anyone hear the demon scream? Yeah, I'm sorry, I have no idea where I was going with that one. Oh, yeah, even my mother was like, shh, shh, I have no mouth that I must scream. Okay. 20 seconds. Let us prepare. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers,
Hello there.
Game Director on Path of Exile 2, and welcome to GGG Live. Today we're going to show you an exclusive reveal for what's coming next for Path of Exile 2.
Okay.
Twitch drops are enabled on today's live stream.
Yes, they are.
You're able to claim your Verdant Wilds dodge roll effect by following the instructions below. Now today, it's finally time to show off a new class that we know everyone in the community has been waiting for. So let's roll the trailer for Path of Exile 2, The Last of the Druids.
Okay, let's go. I don't know if they've showed this before. Oh.
Well, what have we got here then?
Oh, they haven't.
You lost, fella?
Hey,
This looks new. I don't think I've seen this.
I asked you a question.
Oh wait, that's the bear form. That's the wolf.
what's wrong with him?
He's lost his bloody mind.
There we go, bear. Okay. Wolf. Ooh, I like that one. Oh, he has summons! He has summons! Ooh, a nice tornado. Okay. I don't know if that's new. I think it is. Oh my god, dragon form! How did I not guess this? How did I not... I remember asking for a dragon form. Like, way back when this was... I heard they had... Oh. Okay. Now we're talking. Okay, GGG. Okay, I see ya. Dragon form. Okay. Say less, I'm in.
Now, as you can see, the druid is a shape-shifting elemental spellcaster. After his fellow druids were destroyed by the king,
Dragon.
the druid lost his humanity in the forests of Ogham, where he wandered for years as a beast.
Yeah.
Now, finally reawakened, he's determined to find his lost wife and regain his humanity.
Oh,
The druid has been one of
the druid
highest
is a family
classes
man,
for
okay.
design. As well as having human spells, he has 3 animal forms, and we wanted to make sure that there were interesting combos between all of them.
Okay.
The druid is our first hybrid strength and intelligence class. That means he needs to have the ability to use spells and attacks.
Oh.
As a human, the druid typically uses magical staves to harness the powers of the earth and the natural world. One of the first skills you will learn is the ability to create small volcanoes from the earth. This skill spits out balls of magma at your enemies, and will continue to do so for some time.
Oh, I didn't realize that's
When
new.
it's active, turn into an animal and wade into melee range. Many of the skills you use as a human last for a significant period of time, giving you a good chance to turn into an animal and rage out.
Okay.
But how do you turn into an animal, you may ask? Well, the answer is a new weapon type that druids use, animal talismans. When you equip an animal talisman, you can choose which animal form you would like the talisman to represent. Depending on what you choose, you'll be given that animal's basic attack as a new skill to equip. For a bear, that's Maul. To turn into a bear, simply use the skill. Your character will instantly transform into a bear and attack. If you want to change back to a human, just cast a spell. You will instantly swap back and cast it. We wanted to make sure that swapping between forms was seamless and immediate. Changing forms should be something that you do without even thinking about it all the time in battle.
Okay.
In order to allow for hybrid melee and caster gameplay, most of the skills you use in your human form last for some time and aid your animal skills in some way. The volcano we used earlier will emit more molten balls whenever you hit it with a slam, making it perfect for use with your bear forms.
Sorry about that.
Slam.
I have a mosquito around here.
While in bear form, many of your abilities use rage. There are a lot of ways to generate rage, but the easiest one is simply smash your enemies with Maul. Once you see the runes on your back glowing, it means you have enough rage to do a much more devastating version of your furious slam.
Okay. Visual
Your
indication.
bear form can also go on a
Indicators.
rampage, stomping the ground as you demolish your foes. The more rage you have, the longer the rampage lasts, and doing it over a volcano makes it even better. As you consume rage, your bear form will generate endurance charges, and these can be used with skills like Ferocious Roar. Ferocious Roar is a war cry that empowers your subsequent attacks to break your opponent's armor. The more endurance charges you have when you use it, the more empowered attacks you will gain. But Ferocious Roar has another special feature too. It's a meta gem that allows you to socket any Warcry gem from another class into it, giving you the ability to use these skills as a bear.
Oh.
Use the Warrior's Infernal Cry skill to make your enemies explode.
Okay.
Or use Seismic Cry to stun your enemies and double up the number of slams you do. You can even use it with Ancestral Call, a skill that turns you into the fire god Cow. Ever wondered what the Karui god of war would look like if he was a bear? Well, wait no longer. Finally, build up enough rage and you can use one of the bear's ultimate abilities, Walking Calamity. This skill summons a storm of fire around you for some time, while generating even more rage to power your other abilities. A true bear-pocalypse.
Okay.
Now the bear is known for being a slower and more lumbering animal, with slower attacks and heavy slams. But what if you want to turn into something a little more nimble? Well, let's check out the second animal form for the druid, wolf form. For the wolf form, we want it to go fast and furious. Even just the wolf's basic attack will leap forward and rake his foes. After attacking, the wolf stands up on two legs.
Okay, a bit like
Running for a
Diablo
short
4
time,
then.
goes back on all fours, allowing to move more quickly.
That's
than
not necessarily a bad thing though.
The wolf has a lot of cold attacks based on his association with the moon.
Oh.
The first of these is Lunar Assault. It's great for freezing your enemies in place. After they're frozen, use your basic rake attack to knock shards of ice off your enemies, which land on the ground nearby and explode. If you want to get into battle quickly, you can use your pounce attack. This skill leaps at a target and applies a mark to them. Killing the marked enemy will summon a wolfman into your side, allowing them to fight with you. Mark and kill as many enemies as you can to build up a sizable pack. While an enemy is marked, your wolves will prioritize that target and do more damage the more wolves you have. So make sure you keep your pack strong.
Okay.
Now, one problem you might run into is your wolf pack dying in boss fights. You often don't have any enemies that you can mark and kill in order to regenerate your pack.
Yeah.
To deal with this problem, you can use Cross Slash. Cross Slash jumps backwards and does a vicious double slash. Any marks on your target explode and triggers their abilities.
Oh.
This allows you to pounce to mark an enemy and then summon a wolf even without killing them. Cross Slash also has another feature though. Remember those ice fragments from before? Well, Cross Slash will propel any ice shards on the ground towards its central target. First, freeze your enemies with Lunar Assault. Then rake them to create as many ice fragments as you can. Then follow up with Cross Slash to generate a field of icy explosions to obliterate your enemies. If they're still alive after that, your pack of wolves can finish them off.
I can see the idea behind
Just
it,
like with
but
the bear's raw skill earlier that allows you to use skills from other classes, Pounce is also a meta gem that you can socket mark skills from other classes into. So for example, you might want to try adding Freezing Mark from the Monk to Pounce. After pouncing at an enemy, Cross Slash to explode the mark and gain extra cold damage for a time. The Wolf has many other ways to go all in on cold though. Using the Arctic Howl Warcry will allow you to add cold damage and chilled ground to any slam, while buffing your pack of wolves as well. You can also use it to freeze enemies that are close to being frozen, making it much faster to use your other combos. Finally, the wolf also has the ability to call down the power of the moon to transform into an Arctic werewolf with Lunar Blessing. In this form, you move and attack more quickly and deal extra cold damage. Consuming Rage will extend the duration of your Arctic wolf form, so you could try a hybrid bear and wolf build if you want to utilize the skill to its full effect.
okay. I've noticed that when he selected a talisman, there was the option for the wolf, the bear, and not the
Let's
dragon.
talk about the third form available to the druid,
Yeah.
and I think it's a cool one. The Wyvern.
Okay, wyvern, fair.
Wyvern has a number of long-range breath abilities. But that doesn't mean you can't get into melee range when you want to. The basic attack of the Wyvern is Rend. Jump forward into combat and slash your enemies with your lethal talons. If they're close to being stunned, you can blow them off balance with a blast from your wings, causing an explosion of damage. After the battle though, it's time to feed. Devour the corpses of monsters to create power charges.
Oh.
And this is when the Wyvern's abilities really come online. When using Rend, you can consume a power charge to charge up your wings with lightning. Not only does this do a bunch of damage, but it allows you to turn this melee skill into a much larger AoE attack.
Okay.
Once your wings are charged, your Wing Blast will also do lightning explosions for even more damage. If your enemies are close to death, no need to wait for them to actually die. When you see this blue marker, just devour them alive. Fresh meat is much tastier after all. Alright, so those are some melee options, but how about range? Well, you wouldn't be much of a dragon if you couldn't breathe fire after all. Rolling Magma is the first of the Wyvern's breath attacks. Spit balls of fire that
Okay.
bounce along the ground. These balls will trigger volcanoes as well, so
Oh.
it's a good idea to cast one as a human right before you start spitting. But that's not all you can spit. You have something a little nastier in that gullet of yours. Spitting a barrage of oil at your enemies will cover them in a viscous sludge that makes them easier to ignite. If you have power charges though, plant your wings in the ground and vomit a barrage of lightning-infused projectiles. The more power charges you have, the longer you can do this for. But make sure you keep your foes at range.
Okay,
Avoid
lightning
melee
breath.
attacks while channeling this skill. In order to help with that, let's take a quick diversion back to some of your human abilities. As a druid of Scoth, you have the ability to harness the power of nature to create entangling vines to slow down your enemies. Another of nature's punishments is the thunderstorm. Creating one of these will create periodic strikes of lightning from the sky, and will also make your enemies wet. Why is that useful? Well, of course, things that are wet are easier to shock. Use it with lightning damage from your Wyvern form to enhance your damage. Making things wet also makes them easier to freeze, so it works nicely with your wolf form as well. And you know what else likes water? Plants. Water your plants to give them various extra abilities. Use Lightning Storm with Entangle to make them last longer, and attach more vines to each enemy, slowing them further. Summon Thrashing Vines to slam at your enemies for a time. Any that are created in water will be larger and deal more damage. Now then, with our enemies sufficiently subdued with our plants, time to really lay into them with our lightning-infused barrage. Now, this last Wyvern ability is just ridiculous, but we felt like we had to do it.
Okay.
Use Flame Breath to take to the skies and rain down a stream of fire on your enemies. You have wings, so we have to take full advantage of them after all. So fly around and burn in it.
Oh my god, yes. I was about to say, where's the flying? There it is.
Now there are a few other skills we didn't cover, but there's one in particular that I think will open up a lot of builds. Spell Totems. Spell Totems are meta gems that let you create a totem that will automatically cast any spell in the game for a time. In order to create
I just used a build like this in Path of Exile 1. Oh my god,
use
yes.
them to throw fireballs, summon comets, or shower the area in lightning. Really, the options are kind of endless. Your bear form can easily generate endurance charges by consuming rage, and your wyvern form can easily create power charges by eating corpses. So it's pretty easy for the druid to get the charges needed, but they're also available from quite a few other places as well. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of different spellcaster classes thinking about how best to take advantage of these. Now, of course, along with a new class comes a bunch
Okay.
of new support gems.
Yes.
Added over 30 new supports throughout the game,
That-
but I'll show you
That's a
few
good
of the
number.
cooler ones here. Fan the Flames can be added to any wind skill to spread fire from one ignited enemy to the other enemies behind them. It's great for the Wyvern's Wing Blast. We can also use it on many other classes with wind skills, like the Twisters on the Huntress, or the Monk's Staggering Palm Projectiles.
Okay.
Accelerated growth causes extra explosive plants to erupt from the ground whenever you grow plants with rain.
Oh, I adore this.
And Advancing Storm changes storm skills like your Thunderstorm or Tornado to move across the battlefield. It's great for watering plants en masse, or to turn tornadoes into a real disaster by sucking up multiple ground effects as they travel along. And the Sorceress might like to use it with Firestorm as well. Echoing Cry causes your Warcry skills to echo. They will repeat a couple more times with a delay after you use them, giving you more empowered attacks. Use it for the druid's animal form war cries, or on the warrior for a nice power boost. Grounding shocks causes monsters you shock to turn into living Tesla coils, arcing lightning to nearby enemies.
Oh
You
no.
could use it with your empowered wings for an extra damage boost, but it's also great with any other shocking skill. Try it out with Lightning Spear. It obviously needed more AoE clear. There's a
Okay,
whole
they are
bunch more,
self-aware.
but we'll leave those for you to discover. Now with a new class comes new Ascendancy classes.
Oh yeah.
Druid will have 2 options for now, with a third being released.
Okay, a lot of people
The first
assumed
class
it
is
will only
the
be 2.
Shaman. The Shaman channels nature's elemental fury and can harness rage as a spellcaster, unifying his animalistic and magical tendencies. By allocating Druidic Champion, you gain spell damage the
Wait.
angrier you are. And with Furious Wellspring, you generate...
Why is the
rage
quality so
continuously
bad?
and can... With the
Hello?
knowledge of the Asmerian Magi,
I
the Shaman
apologize for
can harness
that.
untapped power from runes and idols. After allocating Wisdom of the Magi, you will notice that all runes and idols have extra mods only available
Oh.
to the Shaman. These new mods unlock countless new possibilities for enhancing your build. You can also allocate Bringer of the Apocalypse, allowing you to become a walking natural disaster. After dealing enough elemental damage, storms of all elements rain around you, destroying all who would face nature's fury. There are other abilities for the Shaman, but I'll just show a few from each class for now.
Okay.
The other Druid Ascendancy is the Oracle.
Oracle.
The Oracle perfected the power of foresight and utilizes this in combat to gain massive
Okay.
advantage. When taking Fateful Vision, you will see visions of your future self using specific skills. If you decide to follow this path by using the skill yourself, it will do significantly more damage.
Okay. That's a
With
cool
converging
guy.
paths, at a critical moment in battle when a monster is vulnerable to freeze, stun, or electrocution, the Oracle can use Moment of Vulnerability to see a vision of the enemy's future, and then merge it with the current timeline, allowing him to deal damage to both.
Huh.
And one of my favorites, when you first become an Oracle, you'll notice over 130 new extra passives appear
What?
in the Druid section of the tree. By allocating the Unseen Path, you use your power of foresight to learn from alternate futures and gain skills that would otherwise be unavailable to you.
What?
For example, self-sacrificing allows you to be able to summon more minions by reducing the spirit costs, with the trade-off of making your reservation skills cost more spirit. Or
Wait, what?
Corruption Endures, which allows oracles to have a small chance to avoid death. Both the Druid Ascendancies offer interesting and unique ways to gain modifiers that no other classes can get, so we're expecting a huge variety of build possibilities from these. Now there are unique talismans for the Druid to use as well. We won't spoil all of them, but this one was particularly cool. Fury of the King turns your bear form into a fire demon,
Oh.
converting most of your damage to fire. As a demon, you can also use Molten Crash, a jumping slam attack that leaves fissures around you.
Oh my.
This unique also continuously grants glory, allowing you to use your ultimate abilities more easily. Now of course the Druid isn't the only thing we're adding to 040. We still have a bunch more to show. With every new release, we create a new league with new mechanics, new pinnacle bosses,
Okay.
and with a new
I'm
story to tell.
already blown away.
This time is no exception. So let's roll the trailer for the fate of the Vaal.
The palace of
Okay.
Queen Atziri. It is a ruin, but in the dark, machines still churn. The temple has many functions. And
Oh.
with it, a chance to save the Vaal. A gateway through time. Travel into the past again and again. Alter the temple. Uncover its secrets.
Oh wait, this is like that.
You will be
It's incursions basically.
rewarded. Sacrifice.
What?
And somewhere in the deepest chamber, my queen awaits. I beg of you, hear me. The beast cannot give you what you desire.
You may have studied it, Doriani, but you do not know it like I do. It adores me.
Um,
Come now, give unto me your desire. At last, fulfill my soul.
multiple things, but I'll just keep watching for now.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile.
Okay.
In the Fate of the Vaal League, you will find remnants of the ancient Vaal civilization scattered throughout Rayclast. They seem to attract nearby creatures and affect them strangely. After killing them, the remnant appears to gain some amount of power, but not enough to fully activate it. It seems you will need to find 5 more of these arcane devices, and sacrifice the monsters you find there to fully activate one. But things don't always go to plan. These devices are old, and sometimes infected by corruption. Twisted versions of ancient Vaal may emerge, and sometimes even stronger foes. On fully activating one of the devices, you finally discover its true purpose. A portal opens and takes you deep underground to a lost temple, once the home of Atziri, Queen of the Vaal.
Okay.
What treasures could still be inside? I think you're gonna want to find out. In front of the entrance is a console of some kind, and on activating it, you can see a map of the temple. Atziri's personal chambers are on the far side, but how could anyone get there? There are disconnected rooms, and the layout doesn't seem to make sense. And that's when you realize the purpose of the ancient devices scattered through Rayclast. The temple is powered by sacrifice, and this energy can be used to modify the very structure of the temple itself. Each time you run the temple, you will be given 6 rooms that you can place, allowing you to craft your own dungeon to explore. Place paths to link up the dungeon, and place rooms beside them full of precious loot.
Okay.
After you are happy with your choices, open the temple and discover the results of your efforts. Each room contains different challenges along with its rewards. On entering a room, the doors will slam shut behind you and you will need to face the encounter within. But choose wisely. It's important where you place the rooms to get maximum returns. For example, when placing a commander, you could just place it anywhere along an existing path, but a much better strategy is to place it next to a garrison of troops for him to command.
Why is that a better idea?
With better leadership, the garrison will level up, making the monsters harder, but also more rewarding. Different rooms have different requirements for leveling up. For example, if you want to fully level up a smithy, you will need to supply it with golems from an adjacent golem works, and hook up a generator to the power network to supply it with power. After doing so, the golems will be powered up, making them much more dangerous. You don't need to memorize what interacts with what. When selecting a room, you will be shown the locations that will make other rooms level up, and exactly what effect it will have on the temple.
Okay.
After running the temple, a few of the rooms will destabilize and be removed. It will be up to you to rebuild the temple, adding 6 more rooms each time you come back.
Oh, okay.
Making the temple larger and larger and larger. So, that's the basic functionality of the temple, but there is a lot more. Once Doriani finds out about your travels to Leraval, he will attempt to persuade you to take on a new mission. The temple entrance contains a prototype of the time portal device. It will be able to take you back in time, but only to one specific point, right before Atziri triggered the cataclysm that destroyed the Vaal. He requests that you go back and attempt to stop Atziri to prevent the Vaal from ever being destroyed.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Atziri is on the far side of the temple, so you will need to expand the temple significantly to get to her. And even worse, her chambers can only be unlocked by a room that isn't currently accessible to you. In order to deal with that, you are going to need to visit the architect of the temple. To get to him, you
Okay.
will need to place path rooms. But while doing so, you will probably want to exploit some of the Val technology only available in the past. Once you can travel into the past, a whole new set of rooms are available to you, and they have some pretty insane rewards. At level 1, the corruption chamber can be used to corrupt a single item. But placing it next to a thaumaturge to run the place, and a sacrificial chamber to provide soul energy, you'll be able to level it up. And
Okay.
it's worth it. Because once you get the room to level 3, there are some very nice rewards to be had. In a level 3 corruption chamber, you will find this mysterious device. It has a slot to place an item, and it only accepts items that are already corrupted.
What?
What will happen to them? Well, normally once an item is corrupted, you can't modify it any further. But this
Yeah.
device allows you to corrupt your item a second time,
Oh.
adding another enchantment. This has the capability to craft some very powerful items indeed. But be warned, the Val are all about taking risks in the pursuit of power. There is a 50% chance that the item will be destroyed. Each room has its own interesting mechanics and
This is what I said before, that I don't like when they keep adding good stuff and then add a double-edged sword to it.
and in many cases, new crafting opportunities. For example, a level 3 alchemy lab has a nasty Val construct to fight, but if you can defeat it, you can find new corrupted soul cores. Like Guatalitzi's thesis, which on boots allows you to sacrifice your life to run faster. Or Sitaqualotl's thesis, which on gloves will revive one of your minions whenever an offering expires.
Oh.
Get a sacrificial chamber to level 3, and you will need to face a highborn priest of sacrifice. Defeat him to be able to further corrupt a Val unique, modifying it in unpredictable ways. One of the mods of this unique will be removed and replaced with another random mod.
Oh, it's basically Falborn uniques from the current PoE1 league.
For example, this Soul Mantle. It gives you an additional totem, but lowers your totem's life and curses you when they die. By using the machine, this could result in a terrible item if you remove the good mod, but also some amazing items if you replace the downside. Now, one extra thing to mention about these Val crafting machines. You don't have to take the items you want to craft into the temple.
Oh.
If you don't have the item you want to craft with you at the time, then clicking this button will allow you to create a currency item instead, allowing you to do the craft later or trade it if you want. Now there are all sorts of interesting rooms you can find in the temple, but the last one I want to show you today is the Flesh Surgeon. A Val Flesh Surgeon can be leveled up by placing him next to a high-level synth flesh lab. But be careful. The Flesh Surgeon has some rather unpleasant experiments in his personal lab.
Okay.
Afterwards, you might notice the surgery table just sitting there. The Val are great at crafting items. Why not do some crafting on yourself?
What?
After laying down, you'll be asked which limb you'd like to replace. Left arm, perhaps your right leg. Each limb can get a different set of random bonuses, so choose wisely. After getting up from the table, try out your new limb. It seems to work fine, and even perform better than your normal one. Now, there is just one thing with replacing body parts. If you die and are resurrected, your body will return to its natural state. You might need to return to the Val Surgeons if you want another robot arm, and maybe get a better one next time. Some rooms, like the Commander, can give you a new type of reward. Medallions that can be used to manipulate the temple in other ways.
Oh.
Using a Queeper-Lartl's medallion will allow you to artificially boost a room, even if it doesn't meet the normal requirements to level up. And a Huatalotli's medallion will stop rooms from destabilizing when you complete a temple, allowing you to guarantee getting a reward a second time. Great if you want to stock up on double corrupts.
Okay.
Now, with all that aside, time to face the Architect, and you will be in for a fight. Once defeated, you will find another console that can be used to modify the temple. But this one is special. It allows you to place new types of rooms with specific rewards. There are rooms with specific uniques, special runes, and currency. But also a few other, more niche crafting experiments. Like this one, that can extract the socketables back out of an item, at the cost of destroying it. Now, something really important is every week we release a significant amount of content for the in-game. In order to make sure that the Fate of the Veil works well for late-game players, we've added many mechanics to make sure that you can scale the difficulty and rewards to match. Getting some rooms to level 3 adds extra mods to the entire dungeon, and these stack with each other. So in endgame, when you can get some really big temples, you can generate a challenge that can even match the strongest of characters. We also start to introduce ways to store up energy for the temple, allowing you to save up many runs so you can do them later at your leisure, and not interrupt your mapping too often.
That's
now,
good.
in each league, it's important that we have a new pinnacle boss to test your character's might. In the Fate of the Veil, you will get to face Exile while she was at the peak of her power. One of the rewards you will gain by defeating the Architect is the ability to place the Royal Access Chamber. Once connected to your temple, you can visit it to finally reach the Queen of the Veil herself. This fight takes place at a critical moment in history, right as Exile communes with the beast's power and takes her true corrupted form. Now, we are not going to show you the whole fight, but we will tempt you with one of the rewards.
Okay.
This is Exile's rule. This staff gives additional levels to all of your corrupted gems and lets you trade life for extra damage. But in addition to that, while using the staff, mirrors of refraction will constantly appear on the battlefield. Any projectile you fire at these will split into a nova, and they can chain from one to the other.
Oh,
So,
okay.
that's the Fate of the Veil League. But we are also bringing the previous league, Rise of the Abyssal, into the
Hell yes!
along
Yes!
with a few changes.
Okay, okay.
Now, for those of you who haven't seen what
A few
happens when the
changes.
league is over, it's important to understand that you will not be seeing abysses in every area anymore.
Understandable.
Rise of the Abyssal is now one of the league mechanics that can show up randomly in endgame. If you want to specialize in running abysses, there is now a tablet that will allow you to add them to any map you run. You can also craft the tablet to add abyss-specific mods to enhance how they function.
Okay.
Now that Abyss is core, it also needs its own Atlas tree.
Nice.
You can gain your first points by completing an Abyss. But there are more available for doing depths and killing certain bosses. And there are a bunch of different options. You might just want more monsters and bosses. But you can also make finishing an Abyss have a chance to overrun a nearby map with the Abyssal. Or make your Waystone modifiers also apply to Abyssal depths. You could specialize in the interaction with other leagues, or specialize in a specific Abyssal faction. One of the important elements that we have heard loud and clear is that needing to do Abyss crafting on Waystones is quite annoying. So, we have removed that. In fact, we have removed instilling from Waystones as well. This mechanic felt mandatory on maps because it boosted the value of all other content, but it was both annoying to do and resulted in a lot of visual clutter.
Yeah.
Instead, we are bringing back some of that power on tablets, which you don't need to craft nearly as often, since they last for 10 maps each. Once you defeat the Arbiter of Ash, you will be able to upgrade tablets to a rare with 4 mods using regular currency.
Okay.
Even this isn't enough to fully bring back the power you could have gotten from instilling, so we have also buffed the bonuses that tablets give. Going forward, we're not going to be adding any more crafting directly to waystones outside of the basic currency, because it adds too much micromanagement. But on that note, Fate of the Veil does bring the ability to corrupt your tablets, hoping to get one of many different random outcomes. Now, with regard to Delirium Fog, even though you shouldn't have to have it on every map anymore, we still did want to make it less visually annoying. Delirium Fog has been toned down significantly, so you won't feel like you're just playing in a sea of grey. Another big source of problems in the endgame is the feeling of getting overwhelmed with monsters.
Yeah.
In 031, we reduced the number of monsters in early endgame in order to help with this, but still scaled up the number of monsters to previous levels by the time you got to tier 15.
That's fair.
After letting this simmer for a while, we are still getting this kind of feedback. So we are no longer going to scale up the number of monsters you go as you get deeper into the endgame. Instead, we are scaling up the difficulty and rewards by the same amount. So to be clear, instead of increasing the number of monsters by 40%, they will instead drop 40% more items, grant 40% more experience, and have 40% more life, in addition to all the normal scaling they get due to being higher level. This only applies to regular monsters, not bosses.
Oh, okay.
We have also reduced the speed modifiers that monsters can get sometimes, which also helps a lot with this.
Thank God.
Now,
The speed modifiers were the
large
death of
amount
me.
of content for in-game plan for 040, but unfortunately we just didn't get time to finish it. The scope was a bit too large, and so we'll need to wait until 050 for that. But rest assured, there will be a ton of upgrades for the existing leagues, as well as new pinnacle bosses, and a significant overhaul to the Atlas passive tree coming soon. Now, another problem that becomes a much bigger issue in the endgame is game performance.
Yep.
We have done a lot of work here. The primary issue is CPU load. And to address that, a lot of things have been optimized. And we have done a lot of work to take advantage of more of your CPU cores. You should see frame rates of at least 25% higher. And a lot
Okay,
less bad
25% is
frame
not
spikes
bad.
during gameplay. It does make quite a big difference, especially on consoles. A lot more work in this area is ongoing, and you will continue to see performance improvements over the next few months. Of course, another important area is game balance, and we have made
Here we
a
go.
lot of changes. Now, most of these we will save for the patch notes.
Did you
I'll
bonk
give a quick
lightning?
summary of some of the numbers. As well as adding 11 new unique items, we have rebalanced dozens of others that are not currently used very often. We've also
Okay.
done a pass over lineage supports. 21 of them have been rebalanced, as well as adding 9 more. Alongside the 2 new Druid ascendancies, we have made balance changes to almost all the others, with some of them getting a grander rebalance, such as the Smith of Katava. Alongside the 20 plus new Druid skills, we've also rebalanced 90 other active skills across all the different classes. And to top it all off, there are also over 250 new passive skills added
Oh
to the
God.
passive tree. These changes should go
Oh
a
dear
long way
God.
to increase the viability of many more skills, uniques, and overall build
On one
variety
hand,
to
it's
tackle
a good
most
thing, but
challenging content.
also, dear God, there's more.
Next up, we're going to be talking about our new supporter packs. Today, we're launching 2 new series of supporter packs, the Precursor and Kalgurin packs. Each tier contains the pack's full face value in points, alongside several exclusive microtransactions. As always, the microtransactions in these packs are purely cosmetic and do not affect your character's power or progression in any way. The Precursor series of supporter packs contains 6 exclusive microtransactions.
I like the bit guy.
First up, the Marble Statue character effect. Once you finally stay still for a moment, a podium rises up out of the ground to immortalize you, turning your skin to marble. When you next move, the stone crumbles around you. The precursors had mastery over gravity manipulation.
Is it bad that I thought of the
Now with the gravity
chaotic good barbarian from Dungeon
witness
Soup?
the power of its pull as you approach it. Draw in enemies with your own gravitational pull with the awakened precursor armor set. The precursors designed and built many mysterious ancient beings. This one used to serve as a scout that would patrol and tase.
Oh wait, that's a
enemies.
robot.
Why salvage gear yourself when the master of the forge can do it for you? Molten gold spills out as the forge master breaks down your items. The relic of the Precursor's map device is a mysterious machine that sits atop ancient colossal statues. It keeps track of the number of charges consumed on your Precursor tablets used in the device. The Kalguran Pack series also contains 6 exclusive microtransactions.
Oh my.
The Kalgurans had astounding skill in astronomy, being able to track cosmic events with absolute precision. Harnessing that skill, with the astronomer's level up effect equipped, you too can now see exactly how long it took you to level up as it outputs the time in chat. The time taken to reach your last 3 levels is also displayed on the item, so you can link it when you have a time you're proud of. Crush unique enemies by unleashing the wrath of the lost Kalguran fleet, led formerly by Captain Heartland himself. A Kalguran seafarer needs armor fit for the treacherous seas of Rayclast. This set has you covered with the classic tricorn and, of course, a peg leg. The Lost Treasure weapon skins top off your appearance of a true raider of the seas. These gilded weapons can be applied to wands, two-hand maces, and shields.
Not really sure if I'm a favorite
After
of this
a long
one.
day of plundering loot, retreat to the
That's
Kraken's
a favorite,
Cove
a fan of this one.
a home of some of the most deadly ocean-dwelling creatures in Rayclast. Many ships have met their demise here. What better to accompany you in Kraken's Cove than a kraken itself? Replace your stash with a dormant kraken, waiting for its prey. As you approach, it will awaken and terrify both you and any guests in your hideout. Alongside this, an extra stash skin item will be granted to you, and when placed, will automatically open to any stash tab set with the currency affinity, to help having to navigate through your tabs. Additionally, any microtransactions from these supporter packs will be made available for use in Path of Exile 1.
As they should.
Thank you very much for all your ongoing support. We're just about to
I mean, they're
start the
nice,
Q&A
don't
with
get me
Ziggy
wrong,
D.
but
Afterwards,
I kind of
we'll
only
leave the
like the
DMs
blacksmith,
We'll
if I'm
post
honest.
the patch notes. With release at the end of next week, our community team will be posting crucial information you'll need for the release. Keep an eye on the news. Thanks for joining us today and
Okay.
checking out our latest developments.
That wasn't too long.
Looking forward to playing alongside our fellow shapeshifting exiles, all while uncovering Lost Val secrets by doing some dungeon crafting. We'll begin the Q&A shortly, so please get your questions ready.
Oh, so there's also a Q&A. Okay. Honestly, I don't know if I want to sit around for the Q&A specifically, since I do want to also play Night Rain. So, I think...
Welcome back, Exiles, to the Q&A portion. I am your host, Ziggy D, and today we're going to be touching on the design of the
Hold on.
Druid and the fate of the Vile League while we gather some community questions. Then we'll deep dive into endgame, balance, and other game design topics. I am, of course, joined by game directors Jonathan Rogers and Mark Roberts. How you guys going today?
Oh, very good. I mean, you know, it's been a great one to work on this one. Like, I've really enjoyed it. So yeah, it's definitely great to see you again. And it feels like it's only been like no
Do I
time
wanna-
since we were here with the PoE1 release.
It feels like only several weeks, and that's pretty accurate.
yeah.
We get to see you twice as often now, so
Yeah,
that's fun.
okay,
we're
so...
around every 2
oh,
months or
wait.
so now, roughly. It's great. I love it. Let's keep going. So I do have to open with this though. Is like Druid looked a little bit weak, I think, in the demonstration video today.
Yeah, I think one of the issues that we have is like we're so
Actually, I'm
concentrating on like,
curious.
just demonstrating how the mechanics work that we sort of forget to be like, okay, let's actually make sure the damage numbers that we're doing on this like test character we're filming here are actually like in line with what people actually normally expect. So yeah, there's just a few things there that we probably should have caught and
Yeah.
made a little stronger there. But yeah, when you actually
Actually, you know what? Let's watch this as well, and then I'll jump over into
Yes.
Night Rain.
like, you know, we were seeing some people say, oh, you know, the wolf looks weak or whatever. Well, I can assure you that on Alpha there's a bunch of people saying the wolf is super OP. So, you know, it just comes down to the things you go through in order to demonstrate stuff.
I think we probably going to be worthwhile. We make some videos showing a bit more of the less demonstraty side and get them posted and stuff this week. Because honestly, you can just play it literally right now, and it's you know.
Yeah, I've definitely been playing and recording a bit myself. Cause
I mean, we can play it right now, so...
It's like, I don't really get a feel for what it feels like to actually play it. Like, there's good demonstration here of the mechanics, but yeah, I can understand how from your perspective, it'd be pretty easy to be like, oh, we want to communicate how this cool thing works and this cool thing works.
There's a fine line there for sure, where if you get too hectic, people are like, I don't even know what's going on. They're just looking at a ruckus. And then in this case, let's say we went on the a little too far on the other side of the line, was just a bit too slow, and as a result, yes, it can look a bit weak. But
yeah, I think we'll try and get some like raw druid gameplay out to people to understand. I think particularly for this class, because of the shape-shifting stuff, it's so hard for us to. Normally, we can look at something and be like, oh, that's just a demonstration. We kind of know what it would look like at endgame. But I think with the druid, it's just so unusual. It's so different that it's actually hard to judge what it would feel like to even play it. And I'm happy for my hands-on to say that like it's almost immediately like very smooth the shape shifting of it, the movement of it, especially because like in your demonstrations you're not really using dodge, roll, sprint, that sort of thing as well, which makes a big difference.
I suppose one of the things we didn't really dwell on in the video as well is that we do actually have dodge roll. I mean, they're not actually rolls for the animals, but yeah, all the animals can like hop around and that kind of stuff.
Oh, they can. Okay.
That was like kind of funny because initially we actually had it so when you dodge roll, you would transform them back into a human, and the reason we did that is because it's really hard to make animations for animals that like actually work correctly. Like we actually thought it was impossible, but then when we actually put it on Alpha, there was the kind of visceral reaction of I want to still be a bear, like, you know, while I'm hopping around. So we ended up having to like work out like how can we make this possible? How can we make it so that you can actually do the dodge rolling as an animal? And that sort of ended up being pretty good, I would say.
Hello there, Huxley, welcome.
Like the hardest class to design so far, and it took
also much stronger.
I think you were originally hoping to bring it out in a previous
expansion. Yeah, quite a while ago. But the thing is with it is that it's kind of like designing.
What do we get right by white more now?
Have the situation where
the white mobs.
Obviously, we want to have synergy between skills.
I think the white mobs are not really in a position to say anything these days. I think they've been whacked thoroughly. Also, I saw some of the notes they had for Smith of Kitava, and I'm excited for that one. I did not expect them to touch it. They touched it in a very good way. Not in the Vatican priest way, if you know what I mean, but in a kind and gentle pat on the back, you can do this kind of way. How's your day, by the way?
Way back when we showed it off in Gamescom 2023, we had WSD, and that is a whole other complication because, you know, like how can we make that work with the animal forms? It's like a whole thing. You know, like I'll tell you the wyvern, for example. Like we had a hell of a time making it so that you could do the ranged attacks because you need to be able to walk while you're doing it. The wyvern's sitting there with its arms like planted on the ground, you know, like being able to walk.
Yeah, good changes indeed.
Yeah, it's like we went through so many iterations.
Also, the dragon form. I'm so excited. I screamed when I saw the dragon form for the druid.
Like months ago.
Yeah, the Smith was.
For a long time,
it was very good at the start, I believe, and then it got hit so hard. Unjustly so.
The wolf as well. I mean, it was really hard to get right, and because one of the things we really wanted to avoid was I didn't want that too much of that whole like man in a wolf suit vibe. Like I wanted to actually get this other feeling of like this is an actually different animal, which I think with the bear and the wyvern's way easier. With the wolf, it's like it's really hard not to just go back into that. So we had a lot of questions about like what even the locomotion was. How does it walk? Are we going to walk on 2 legs? Are we going to walk on 4? We ended up splitting the difference. You can do both, right? Like you get that when you're attacking and you can be upright walking on 2 legs. When you're walking, you run on 4, and you actually do get a speed boost while you're on 4 legs. Like as a wolf, just so after like 1 second of walking, you go down on 4 legs. You start moving a bit faster.
Not a fan of shape shifting, so I don't know how to feel about it so far. I'm the opposite. I'm a huge fan of shape shifters.
Right. Yeah. So obviously you got
especially again, dragon. I saw dragon. I was like,
can't remember exactly what the
is for me?
Were, but like for the bear, for example, because you're just
that was essentially my reaction in my mind. Is this for me? Thank you. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'll gladly take it.
Like honestly, unless you actually click the bear keyword, is like undescribed everywhere.
It was even more than that because I was just looking at it in game before. The bear has like passive endurance charge generation.
Yes, it
from
does.
Rage
So from
expenditure.
rage expenditure, it does.
I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah. So we really wanted to make sure.
Yeah, there is no cat. However, they already showed that there is a unique, one that we know of at the very least. There is a unique that changes the bear into a giant flaming demon. So I assume there might be in the future, or there might already be one that might turn the wolf into a cat.
Like, technically it's mentioned, but I never really fully understood
So
the idea that
the option is there.
the forms, like human to animal.
Yeah, they showed off a unique that turned the bear into a giant flaming demon. It completely changed the form.
To a bear mid-slam is
And added the fire effects and all sorts of crazy stuff to it. Yeah, I know, right? I'm so excited for this, because the bear got one. I assume at some point, maybe in the full release at the very least, all of the forms will have at least one unique that changes them. And that means the dragon is gonna be changed into something else. I'm so excited for the one that changes the dragon, you cannot even imagine.
Often will guide you like what skills you're picking and so on, but you can just use with that same talisman as many different animal skills as you would like, that just means that you've got that sort of free flowing, like, you know, trying out different stuff, sort of combo gameplay that we you know, like to try and get. So you know, obviously there will just be a lot of people who just pick one thing, right? Like, I absolutely expect that, but yeah, no, there's a lot of experimentation to do there if you want to do it.
Yeah, so you've tried to hit like making it so like people who just want like a simple straightforward, like I just want to run out as bear and slam the ground, like that's certainly very possible there. But also you with this whole class you have the problem of how do we make like a spellcaster and a melee attacker that's shapeshifter as well. I mean, this class has got a bit of everything.
For sure.
How did you make all that kind of like work together and solve that build problem of like, how do you actually scale these things together in a way that just one thing isn't way better than everything else?
Right. Well, I mean, it's always tricky, and Mark's obviously the one who handles a lot of the balance stuff. But I can see, even just from a design perspective, you know, so I just throw over the fence all my horrible stuff, and then you're like, how the hell am I going to balance this? Effectively, like, so even with the spellcaster side, so one of the things we initially wanted with the spellcasting is a lot of it's like over time type effects that, you know, so for example, with the volcano being the really obvious one, right? Like,
Give me just a second.
thing, and then you can turn into an animal and do other stuff at the same time. So we needed on the human side a lot of things that last for a long time. But the problem you then run into when you actually go to balance the thing is like, okay, well, if you've just got like 5 damage over time style spells,
check
why not
something
just
real
cast
quick?
all of them and then you don't have to ever do anything else, right? Like, so it's like that kind of stuff makes it really hard. So then you have to start thinking, okay, we want to make it so that you cast a long-term thing as a human, but then being an animal is going to augment that so that it improves it. So for example, with the
You feel items are still too OP in PoE 2.
similar mechanic to the little twisters.
I
that
feel
use
like
where
it's...
ground effects can power with,
I feel certain items are too OP, and the specific damage type is a bit overtuned, namely electric, lightning. It's way too much. Anything that's lightning is just way too powerful right now. If they tone down some of the passive nodes, I think it will be fine. And they did show that they have redone the Atlas quite a bit, so maybe that's been fixed. Hopefully.
I mean, it's a web of infinite difficulty, right? Because like we're talking about the 4 forms within the class, but each of these skills also synergizes with every other class and every other skill in the game, and it's becoming growingly more complicated. But that's also what's fun about the game and what all the things you can unlock and the crazy builds.
Yeah, exactly. They need to remove some of the lightning, or at least put some more distance between the lightning nodes in the skill tree to balance it out a bit more. Yeah, make it much harder to obtain. That's what I was getting at.
And now we're getting a lot more of, I just want to cast nature plant skills and do plant stuff. And so it's like, okay, well, how do we make that work? Well, because they're quite long duration, so we're having a bunch of complexity with that as well, and it honestly just, it does just spiral into like, oh my god, there's 20 million variables here, but it's fun. And at the end of the day, as long as it is honestly fun to play, then honestly we're golden. So
yeah, in PoE 1 I didn't feel like lightning is that good,
almost everything with this class. I'd actually say we're a little bit more,
or at least not as overwhelmingly good as it is in the second one.
Because it's been in the works for so
in the second one it's
yeah,
ridiculous.
I don't know, like ultimately pretty fun. I'd say there's still something, obviously there's still more to do, there's obviously always more to do. But yeah, there's a lot going on, a lot of enjoyment. I saw yesterday, I was just like walking past someone's computer and, you know, someone was mentioning like, yeah, it's just fun placing 6 volcanoes and then just slamming on them. I was like, all right, sweet, you do you. Like, that's fine.
I was definitely enjoying obliterating bosses in bear form, like with dropping tornadoes, and there's the totem which you can summon in animal form.
Yep.
And then you're putting fishes down and they're exploding, and you're putting extra things on the ground and they're exploding. And there was definitely some boss deletion going on there. So.
Even just walking past the just many entangles going out, and then there's that plant support gem. I'm like, all right, it's putting the new.
I see chat being like, no, Zig, you don't get it nerfed. I do have to admit that I did already get one thing.
What is COC?
There was a thing that was like double generating rage, so I'm like, I don't know if this is intended.
Right.
And like, no, the designer said that's
I'm
probably
not
intended.
quite familiar with every single term in the game yet.
We'll see where that goes, because I was like, no, that's fine.
Cast on crit. I
like,
see.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, because it generates rage when you first slam, and then the fishes, every time they pulse, it generates rage. I'm like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I didn't even know that.
Because like the totem's making a pulse, and that's generating rage.
Right.
I'm like, that doesn't seem intentional.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I love
Yeah, I know cast on crit.
That feels like way permissive. I was like, this feels illegal, but that's like. You gotta let a few things in there that feel illegal.
It's doing what the skill says.
I may not have. Maybe I didn't get a note. Okay, cool.
I don't know. They might have changed it. I'll find out afterwards. I just throw my opinion in there. I don't want to necessarily be like, I try and make sure with a lot of these balanced discussions, it's not like, I'm just an authority on them.
Really?
I want to actually discuss these things through, because maybe it isn't actually fine, but my first instinct is like, let it run wild.
I assume it's because you can get enough crits, perhaps.
We'll see what happens, but whatever. They don't know what the problem is, so don't worry. Oh, now they do. Thanks, you ruined it. Now people will know if it changed, and now
they'll see the thing not generating rage, and they'll see that line of text. Now that's the Ziggy line of text. I'm developing a reputation now. Just helping finding bugs. It's okay. So, like the shapeshifting stuff comes from this.
Crit capping is what?
Was the talisman?
Oh, I see.
And there's
the other is the energy thing.
Just kind of like putting
Do you mean energy shield or?
And just say like, I am playing my.
You wanna make an auto ball on board?
Quarterstaff monk, and I want to do a wolf leap slam that marks targets.
You can do it. In fact, it was one of the things initially that it's funny with the audio team, because initially like, oh, we want to record like bear lines for the druid the whole time, and I'm like, hey guys, remember, anyone can turn into this animal. Are you actually going to commit to every
charging
single
for
class?
castle skills.
Have like three different extra versions of every single line the character can deliver. It's like, that's.
Oh, you mean the charges? That you sometimes need for some of the skills. Is that it?
It's like they're kind of.
Is that what you mean?
I think it shifts to. It almost sounds like, to me, that's what it sounds like. They're like.
The auto bomber in PoE1 feels good so far.
It would be completely impossible.
Not charges. Okay, so it's something else.
Additional 3 times, so every character class.
Voice actors, everybody come back and we need to roar like a bear.
Hold energy.
Exactly.
I assume it's specific to the skill then?
Same as the weapon restriction. Ultimately, being a bear is the same as having a mace, which may sound a little bit odd, but that is actually how it works and what allows having.
Whoa. I didn't even think about that. Wait, so you can use
skill specific, yeah, okay.
While in bear.
Understood.
No, what I meant was is that it's the same. I mean, it's the same in the sense that it's just a weapon type, right? Like,
yeah, right.
Like,
okay.
yeah.
Damn it, now we have to make that possible.
Well, I mean, you can turn into calm as a bear.
That's unique item territory for the future.
Yeah, well, it often gets talked about, like the idea of like, why are things like so weapon locked? And I've always maintained the position that you guys want to kind of do that as much as possible initially, and then in the future you can blur the lines a little bit. Like there's maybe in the future you're like, oh well, maybe this skill has a way of crossing over.
We can do, but the thing is, a lot of the identity of a weapon type really comes a lot from what it can do, and so that's kind of the main reason why we do it that way. But but the thing is as well, the weapon swapping, I mean, you can still use skills from different elements. Different weapons and things like that.
The thing is, like, it's funny that you mentioned that with the bear, because, like, definitely some of the bears, I noticed parallels between some of its skills and some of the mace stuff, and I could see absolutely combining, like, this bear skill that places fishes with the other stuff on the mace that triggers the fishes. Like, there's, like, very obvious, like, cross synergy build.
Well, I mean, they're adjacent classes, right? I mean, you've got, like, strength versus strength then. Like, we want to be able to make sure that some of those key elements do, like, cross over, just so that to open up the way to have synergy between the different classes more easily.
Yeah. Well, as you get more classes and more skills, you obviously get an overlap of the kind of mechanics and keywords and stuff.
Okay.
Iterating, and thus they will always cross synergize. And where there still will be.
Yeah, you do want some synergy between the skills. I get what they're saying.
Then interact with all the other skills. So.
Yeah, and now you added plants and plants that grow from rain, and there's a plant keyword that has overgrown as a keyword.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like,
It's interesting actually those ones because they're on
cracks me up.
completely opposite sides of the tree. You've got Dex versus Strength Int, and that's been a little bit hard to kind of like get the like where the mechanic should go on one side versus the other. So where we ended up going is that the nature side of things for plants on the Strength Int is like you've got the poison on the Dex side versus the kind of like just pure nature like physical damage spells on the on the Strength Int side. But that's been fun though because now it's actually been really fun designing the supports because you know the more classes we have, the more we can start to think, okay, like here's a support that's for something obscure. How can we make it so this can apply to some other kind of thing on the opposite side of the tree where like now you've got some interesting interaction. So there could be some kind of like thing where growing plants as a ranger could be sort of something. I mean, like I can't say I've tested the potential there myself, but like we made all of that work. All the plants can, you know, like plant stuff all has mechanics around like watering the rangers' plants is like a thing. They all have ways that works.
I mean, that definitely opens up interesting party options in the future as well. Like,
oh yeah, that's another thing that I have been really diving into.
It's not even hard to do as well.
Skills that interact based on party play. Like for example, you have someone that freezes the enemies and someone who shatters. Because then, for example, or like they said, someone who makes the plants and someone who grows them.
It's pretty wild how much stuff you've just jammed into one class here. How did you like kind of settle on a identity for the wyvern in particular? I feel like people know what a bear is, people know what the wolf is, and even a lot of the like druid stuff is pre-established as like, oh, you got plants and you got like nature and you got like lifting up the earth, that sort of stuff.
And then there's dragon.
I really wanted to have a third form that was a little bit out there in terms of different from what you'd seen in another game. I mean, obviously, like every game that's got transformations has the bear and the wolf, right? That's just like the staple. But and actually, funnily enough, for that reason, we couldn't not do it. There was actually a period there where we weren't going to have a wolf because we were a little bit unhappy, with us. And it's just like, well, exactly, right? That was the reaction. That was the reaction of like all the furries come out of the woodwork and like, you gotta have a wolf.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare exactly, right? So we're like, okay, we'll have a
Interesting. They actually wanted to drop the wolf.
That was that was a real concern. So we decided to go. We needed the two familiar, and then we needed one that was a little bit more out there. And really, when we were looking at the wolf, it was kind of like we want the slower, harder hitting. We want the faster and like speedy kind of version. Obviously, being the wolf. We also wanted something that had some range elements. And then a sort of more spellcaster.
Okay, 2 hours.
A little bit more. And so we sort of thought about it a little bit like.
I just got an idea for a meme.
Like it's not like it's kind of not a lot out there that can really sort of do that. And so eventually we settled on the wyvern. I mean, someone of course at one point was like, "How about a dragon?" And we're like, "What the heck? What are you talking about?" But then eventually,
that was me. That was me.
If you suggested to me, I told you not to do it because like there's no way. You
the second they said, "Oh, we're gonna add a druid and it's shapeshifting," I was like, "Please, dragon form, please, pretty please." It would be so funny if it was actually, because I did post on their forums and over on Twitter and in a few other places being like, "Dragon, please, dragon form, come on, I know you can do it, dragon form, dragon form." It would be so funny if it was actually me they got the idea from.
It's a shame you knew. The reason I was actually being vague is I knew what they were. I just wanted to change them.
Okay, I mean, that's fine. Do something
Sorry
cool.
for my slight disingenuousness.
Cool.
I kind of feel like they shouldn't. I didn't want them to be offensive benefits.
Yeah, they're supposed to be defensive.
It forces you into certain build types. Whereas, like, if they're utility or defensive, that way they will work across all board. That's my general philosophy. So I was like, I feel like I want to have a go at trying to design the energy shield thing. I don't mind. I wanted to have a go at designing stuff that's more utility or defensive only, and that way you don't feel like, oh, I should have to play lightning or fire because it gets the passive benefits. That way, if you wanted to do a kind of weird, out there thing, it doesn't feel so bad, but we'll see what I come up with.
Do you have an idea, or are you still figuring it out?
Nah, I got no clue. I don't know, you could play on the fact it's got, like, wings to, something defensive for block, or something for, hard carapace, maybe, or... I don't know, the fact it has wings, something to do with the
so
wings,
much
right?
dragon lore to pull from. I
don't know.
got like a book that my daughter really likes to read that's like full of dragon lore. I'll send you some ideas.
Alright, sweet, yeah.
Nice, more dragon
They
stuff.
yield gold, right? Gold find?
Yeah,
that
totally.
sounds like it.
Eat piles of gold for buffs or
Oh,
something.
there's gold over there. Quick, shapeshift, pick it up, shapeshift back. No, I'm obviously joking, please. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Gold find, no, please don't. Mandatory dragon gold find build. I know that's kind of funny though. It's distinctly PoE. So the druid is this like strength int class, and with the Templar we had the idea more of like you've got that armor energy shield stuff, but that's still the case here, as that's the strength int base. But I feel like the energy shield stuff is not as iconic to druid. How have you incorporated that and made it feel like something that makes sense, or like in what ways have you incorporated that to the druid? I feel like it's not obvious.
Yeah, look, it is a little bit off in terms of the feel there, but at the end of the day, we kind of don't really have many options as far as what we can do. I mean, like, that it is important for it to be that it has that, you know, like armor and energy shield approach. There's a few sort of interesting, what do you call them, spirit reservation gems. I don't know what I can never remember what the official name of that is. That sort of interact with that stuff in a dual way. So there's like that bark skinned thing that effectively allows you to take advantage of energy shield to generate armor. Like, so when you lose energy shield, you get armor instead, and like it like creates little bits of bark on your skin.
Ooh.
There's
Okay.
things like that we've added, but yeah, it's a little bit of a thematically weird thing. I think probably the weirdest part about that is like, yeah, you're gonna have energy shield as a bear. It's a bit strange. Like, you know, getting hit as a bear. And then
I mean, you're
using energy
basically a
shield,
rune
but
bear. I can see
that's
it.
what it is. It has to be that way.
Oh, you don't have to.
Well, I suppose, sure, you can
can
get full
get
armor if you
full
want,
armor.
but
Well, like,
yeah.
I feel like 'cause there's like such a range of identities within that one class as well, that you've got the bear maybe that doesn't really align as much with that. There's definitely more armor stuff.
Yeah,
going
so you
on
could
there.
build more strength when you depending on what animal form you're playing, of course.
Yeah, whereas like the wyvern potentially has more of that kind of magical
It does.
aspect to it, where
And
it's
then-
like that's
Yeah, I mean, and that's why the wyvern itself does get the benefits
Yeah.
to energy shield, and the bear does get the benefits to armor in order to kind of make it so you are, like, depending on what animal form you're going, there's a bit of alignment in the defenses there.
I mean, really, it's the tree that inspires and motivates this, right? Like, a sorceress could be on the bottom side of the tree and still have the same skill set, and, you know, obviously the damage nodes are a bit weird, but it could work. There's nothing saying, I mean, that's part of the beauty of the game as well.
Oh, yeah,
I
really
just
liked it in that
realized you
experience
could
where I was
make
like, 'cause I wasn't really
a
into it,
lightning
I was almost inventing my own
sorceress
world a little bit
druid.
there. I was speaking
Not
to
druid,
the druid,
dragon.
the Zealot's Oath right there.
Because
I was
the
like, oh,
transformation is tied to the weapon.
converting your natural
The transformation is tied to the weapon, it's not the actual class.
Like, I was like, oh, this is kind of a thing.
Oh my.
There's a way for sure. Like, keystones certainly are pretty powerful, and we have a bunch of. I think there's
Yeah, we probably can.
I can't remember what it's doing.
There's a
There's
new
one.
one.
Oh, I'm gonna be
It's
so...
translated
I
as,
can't
it's
wait to
official
see what
as
builds
it's
come out of
progress.
this.
But yeah, we were playing around with some, trying to have some armor, energy shield, more hybrid stuff going on with the keystones there. It was based on.
I'm definitely playing a type of dragon build
Here we won.
next
Is
to
it Divine
League.
Shield? Is that the name of the keystone? I can't remember.
Quintillion% sure.
Names.
I don't care if it's the weakest thing ever, I'm gonna play it.
Like a derivative of that we're trying to get going, but yeah, it's just because I was like, we need more keystones that I feel more druidy, and I know there's a rage one there that is, but embracing the animal ferocity, where it like, what does it do? It's like doubles your maximum rage, but makes you don't get inherent bonuses from rage. So it's like, if you really want to do the skills that are rage consumers, like rampage, and you just want to rampage for as much time as possible, you obviously go for that keystone. You lose the benefits of rage, but you get to rampage around for twice as long. You know, so a few things like that we're trying to add that are thematic as well. And I think that's another one of the really cool parts about adding a class is 1/6 of our tree was just filled with just placeholder garbage. Like, actually, like, there is a giant link thing there.
Yeah.
There's no links in the game, really. You know, it's like, what are we doing with that? You know, it's like, and so I was like, well, that looked like a vine. Just make that a plant thing. And,
Yeah, this is a passion about you don't think you'll be playing. That's fair.
But we filled in that whole bit of the tree, and guess what? Now witches and sorceresses have more.
Are there really no links in the game? Like, not even one? I haven't looked into it.
Druid and warrior has more, and you know, and
I know they are in the first one.
All the mechanics, right? All the int mechanics are kind of there. The strength mechanics, everything. So
It is nice we finally have a class in every different part of this tree, so like we don't have any just like weird open stuff anymore.
Yeah, that area of the tree was a little
Yeah,
strange.
PoE 1 has, I know that.
It's such a
I've
massive
seen them.
tree already, and you're adding more to it. And then like I have to to like you added this Oracle class. Like I saw the Shaman one, I was like, yes, this is exactly what I expect. But then I saw the Oracle, and you guys had like 130 extra
So far.
passives.
So
far. Like, why do you do this to yourself? Like, that seems ridiculous.
It's fun.
because it's cool.
Okay.
Because it's cool. They
That's the
really is
best
doing
reason.
it.
Honestly, I can't blame them.
I was like,
They gave the perfect answer because it's fun.
I showed 2 examples, but I was like, really want to make sure there's like cool off-spec stuff here. I want to make sure that if you want to be able to get more of a certain thing, this is a way to do it. I mean, at the end of the day, it still costs passive points to allocate, right? So it's more about, you know, maybe you want some stuff that normally you'd have to go to the deck section for and get, you know, maybe some projectile related stuff, and now you can get it up there because it allows for some kind of weird off class, and it was all themed around, you know, if you got to live your life again, what would you change? Like, what different paths would you take? And so it's this interesting, like,
It's an existential crisis as a
but
node.
initially, I always write my little blurbs about them to you know, get them in the live stream, and I was like, it's got all the passives not yet added to the game. I thought it was an interesting way of looking at it. Not that that's actually how it is, but I thought it was like a kind of
Okay.
it's like lessons you'd learn.
It's a neat idea.
Use in advance, kind of. I thought it was just a cool thematic thing that linked to the class, and it's easy, by the way, to as designers to see that kind of thing and go, we have a million things to do. Like,
Oh,
is that really like that's
Okay, it's
too
fine.
much time, too much work, right? And I'm just like,
Sad, isn't it?
if we say that about everything, you get nothing cool.
Yeah.
And so
That's gonna be-
and I mean,
it's
even
fine, right?
Shaman's, like,
'Cause I think it had a
runes
bit of a
revealing hidden
hiccup.
powers, like, we're setting ourselves up for a large amount of cumulative time over a while, right? Any rune we add, anything, like we have to add and consider
oh,
the
no,
shaman
we'll do that
stats,
as well.
and that's another whole axis of things. We have to meta balance every league, and same with the Oracle passive.
you wanna do 6 people party play someday? Yeah, I also wanna do that. I've gotten several of my friends into this.
Now we've got 2.5 classes.
Some of them have started playing, some of them are still waiting a bit more.
So many builds, so many.
But I'm hopeful that at some point I'll be able to have a full 6-man party.
You don't have to.
Well, six men. You get what I mean. 6-player party.
I think this like very clearly communicates that you're also okay with this idea of there being just like hidden cool stuff to discover that you're not going to know ahead of time, because you can't like look at the class options on the character selection screen and know what the passives are going to be that are hidden behind the Oracle ascendancy, right? So it's like, yeah, that's cool, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you just,
love
like,
that.
I mean, look, there's always going to be community tools, and they're going to come up with a way to make that, you know, to the build guides and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, like,
I love the secret stuff.
Yeah.
I actually got my secret Abyssal Lich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wild.
It was an actual final secret, and maybe there's more. Well, you
wanna
never
do
know.
more.
Oh.
Look at him. He wants to do more.
Of course, I love it. I actually I love people having cool secret things they can find, and it isn't just like 1000% pre-planned or out of the gate. Like, I understand the need
I like
to
this guy.
plan, I understand the need to have
I
confidence in
don't
the
like
business and
some of the
wanna grow
ways
and
he's balancing stuff, but I do like him.
for sure. But I definitely
He's
want
someone who
that
knows fun.
balance where you have that while you also get your cool secrets that you get to add to the game that are fun.
His definition of fun needs a bit of adjusting, in my humble opinion, but
Stuff soon, 'cause
in general, I can get behind it.
I could talk about Druid all day. I think the design's super interesting here. But some of the questions were that I think people are a bit confused about like the talismans and the forms and how that stuff works. So the talismans are effectively just like another weapon.
yeah, exactly.
And things like attack speed, movement speed on gear, and everything will affect you in your movement.
absolutely,
Animal
right.
forms. It's
Absolutely.
not like, I think because a lot of other games do it where when you change form, like all of a sudden, oh, your weapon's not affecting you, or this thing's not affecting
Right.
you.
Yeah, of course, it's not the job of one person, but
We're doing the changing form by utilizing weapon swaps, so you've got 2 weapon sets.
he's the
Talisman effect
top person there. So if something is extremely bad,
serves as your weapon.
he's usually gonna hear about it before the others. Let's put it like that.
And stuff like that. If you want to have the spellcaster and
Oh no, I'm not thinking of one person in particular. Don't get me wrong. It's all of them that I think need a slight lesson that not everyone is a goddamn masochist and would like slightly less punishing events to happen in some cases.
I was actually surprised at how simple and straightforward it was to do.
Yeah, there's some really bad things I
tree thing you
I
said.
wish the dev team as a whole would address already.
Basic but like
I agree with that.
just happens automatically. Like I never have to actually go in and
no. You don't have to worry about that part. Just because of the fact that because this has always been the rule, but it's really apparent here. Like if it'll swap to the weapon set that can use the ability, so therefore you don't have to actually tweak it. You just put it in and it kind of works.
Like if I tried to use my spell, it would shift to human automatically and use the staff. And so like that was all automated, and I didn't have to like program like that. Right. Like I have on some other builds, I guess, where it's a bit.
But mostly that's just because you get into a situation with those where because it's usable on both. Now you have to start going in there and tweaking that stuff. But because it makes it much simpler when you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, so there's a decent onboarding there, given the potential complexity of that. All right, so we'll move on now to the Fate of the Vaal expansion, and there's definitely more of a like clear divide between the two things, and you even actually made two separate trailers this time around.
Well, it would have been super weird to have these like two completely clashing themes in the trailer. So in the end we were like, normally of course we'd make one trailer with everything, but we're kind of like, man, it's really hard to unify these two things in a kind of way. So in the end we decided to go with two trailers and just like show the content completely separately.
They're not connected. Like they
not
don't
at all,
have to
right?
be, right?
Like, they're not. Aside from both of them having a buttocks in it, they're not connected.
Yeah.
Total accident, by the way. It was just like.
What do you mean a total accident? How is that a total accident? I'm calling BS on that.
The quality of it, I was great. There's buttocks for everyone here in this trailer. Excellent. Thank you.
God damn it.
So this expansion is, and we saw this a little bit where you tried to work.
Of course, the one stream that I react to is the one where they show both the backside and the
story to the point where like Doriani's saying
pointy bits at the front.
These things that happen in the campaign. I was like, this feels like
there are so many ways I could name them, but I'm just not gonna.
So like initially,
Everyone who saw that part of the trailer knows exactly what I mean.
The storyline develops quite a lot more, kind of like through the campaign with different events that happen and sort of link in a lot. And part of the reason originally for that is that one of the things we sort of don't like necessarily about what leagues do is like you've got this situation where you like walk out of town in like literally the first area, and it's like some eldritch entity is immediately recruiting your services. You know what I mean? Like it's actually very like unfortunate.
Put this rusty thing in your body.
Exactly right. So we kind of wanted to try and make sure that there's a little bit more like it doesn't feel like the world is on your shoulders like right from the get go. Like there's actually like a little bit a growth of epicness throughout the league. So like if we'd have had it so it's like you're time traveling into the past, like the moment you walk out the gate, it's like okay, it's just not quite right. So we decided what we'll do is we'll make so that there is the temple. We've got a kind of like almost a baby version of the mechanic where you've got a lesser number of rooms, like it's kind of a bit simpler, like to start out with. And then once you pass the sort of key point in the storyline, then it like really opens up. You go into the past. You've got a little more story stuff going on. It did add quite a lot more work.
I would assume that's around Act 3 because that's when the going back to the past happens.
It means that it feels like the league has a lot more going on, and it just doesn't kind of break you don't break immediately the feeling of the.
But I know, I totally get what he's saying. You need a little bit of balance to storytelling. You don't want to be like, okay, go kill 3 chickens and next up on the list is fighting God. You don't want to do that. 9.9 times out of 10 you do not want to do that. And we're not talking about the case where you want to do that.
The Vaal sacrifice circles that you get throughout the world. Normally what we would have done is like make one thing and call it a day. Here what we've done is we've got like 10 or more. There's a ton of variations of those where for like each act we're like in like each area we're thinking like okay, which like we need more of these so that we can use them so they feel natural in the place where they are, like do a bit of material and stuff like that. Like that's kind of stuff that we now need to do to sort of make it feel like you're not breaking the world stuff.
The Perry 1 style, betrayal basement. You just okay, so there's just a basement everywhere, like in the mud flats. Like, okay, that just doesn't fly anymore at all. So like we want to make sure that these things are way more believable.
Right.
Like you are actually convinced.
Okay.
This makes sense.
I can get behind that.
I'm not just in a basement in the mud flat in a swamp. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Vaal is a very distinct thing, and it's very like tied to Act 3 as well. So I was a bit worried about like the tone of Act 1 with the Vaal stuff, but then like it fits in reasonably well. Like you've definitely taken good care to make sure that it doesn't
Well, I mean, yeah, it's
also
a
the
matter of
giant
making it feel like there's some ancient ruin that then later someone came along, like some Mesamites went there and they built some stones around it because they're like, well, what is this thing? And like, we just thought a little bit about like how would the culture here have reacted to the fact that there was this ancient ruin from long ago in this location and that kind of thing.
Yeah, okay, interesting. And you mentioned to me that this is the bar for what you want to be doing. This is the quality level for what you want to be doing.
Yeah. So I'd say that, like, it does sort of... I would say here, like, the level of polish and the stuff that we're doing, like, the amount of content that a league needs to actually be good. Like, you know, obviously, when we did 020, the league was a little bit, like, you know, it was just the Asmerian spirits. And, like, I mean, it was a league, but it wasn't really... didn't have like the depth of content and stuff that you needed. And then with 030, I think we did a lot better. Like it came a lot better, but I still don't think we quite got there in terms
that
of
was
like
the PoE 1 level kind of.
Yeah. And then this one here, I think, like, you know, you get up to the level of quality that we really want to be delivering in PoE 2, like, you know, post release and everything, and like the kind of the amount of content you need for a league. Like, it needs to be quite sizable and good. And it did take a lot of effort, but I think it's worth it because you sort of shows you what we can do when we.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like a high bar that you've effectively kind of like locked in committing to for expansions.
Well, hopefully I don't come to regret it, but you know, it's and honestly the scope did explode a little bit because when we I think that one of the things so when I initially designed the league, I was kind of like, okay, we're going to have like some limited number of rooms. We kind of spec'd it out, and like we're like, you know, and each one will have a few levels, and it kind of didn't seem like it was that large. But really, in the context of PoE 2, it's like, well, if you're going to spend effort to upgrade a room, it needs to feel meaningfully different and have meaningfully better rewards and all that stuff, and it pretty soon expands into like a really huge list of like different combat encounter mechanics and different like crafting mechanics and different rewards and everything. Like,
I can see how that thing can spiral quite a bit.
And things in just in the temple, it's crazy. Like, you know, there's a lot there. Like, certainly the number of expanded crafting options and all that sort of stuff. I mean, you know, we could take some inspiration from what PoE 1 did with Incursion, you know, in terms of double crops and stuff, but we had to make it work in a PoE 2 context. You know, there's just a lot there.
Yeah, I've followed your progress with designing this one from the very beginning.
Yeah, the funny thing is about that is that it actually came from a game that you recommended that I play.
I wasn't going to even say
no. So you recommended that I play this game called Loop Hero, and I really enjoyed it. And then, I mean, everyone's going to think that the game we're inspired by is Blueprints, but it actually wasn't. It was Loop Hero.
It was so good because I told you about that game, and then it was like a week later or something, you sent me a message like, "Hey, I've made this little program."
Yeah. So I prototyped up like a thing that for what would become the UI for Incursion. We actually ended up. It's funny because this is like the first league I've actually personally done code on in like quite a long time.
You really got into it.
Yeah. Because I mean, it was a real fun, just like evening thing to like go and just like, you know, work on this design. One of the great things about doing that is that I got to make so many design changes just in the course of like of writing it, like, which I don't think necessarily would have gone exactly the same way if I was getting other people to do it. So yeah, that was really fun. And you know, just make and then effectively the back of it is like the code that I wrote, but obviously the UI of it is like a whole thing that a bunch of other people worked on and made it look really awesome. But yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, what is it like about this one that grabbed you so much? Because you got so involved and so personally, like working on it at home.
Yeah,
in the evening,
I just really enjoy this kind of like little game within a game, like little metagame things. And just that dungeon design thing is just a really fun thing for me.
Tile placing,
yeah, it's always it's really fun.
Love a good tile place.
You know, and I just like coming up with all little ways that they can interact and that kind of thing, and you know, try to make each feel a bit different and that kind of stuff. It's just a good time.
Yeah, and it's got this like iterative design where you're building a temple, you run it like it's a really small one at the first, and then it crumbles a bit, but you're still kind of building on what you're doing each time. It's like a weird kind of like roguelike-y thing without being a roguelike itself.
Yeah, exactly. It is. Now that I think about it, a bit kind of like a roguelike.
Like, does it like fully reset at some point? Like, for example, when you kill at Zeri?
It never fully resets, but when you kill at Zeri or defeat an architect, quite a lot of the temple gets destroyed. So there's this kind of destabilization thing.
I see.
It goes back to not the start, but kind of I think it removes like 2/3 of the rooms. There's some number like that it gets rid of at that point, and then you kind of have to build up again. So that's just that effectively means that like when you do those options, you're getting like new reward rooms and things to play. So it's giving you new goals, and then you have to work towards those goals again. And then ideally, those reward rooms can be rewarding enough that the benefit of going back to smaller is or I'd say the negative of going back to smaller is completely outweighed by the benefits you're getting from the extra rooms that you're able to place.
So you can juice it a fair bit too.
You can, yeah.
There's a lot of like modifiers that are getting added on by each room, and you can place quite a lot of them.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Do you foresee people building out like a huge temple and then kind of not having it decay as much as possible.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
not
I mean,
running out Zeri?
it's absolutely intended that you'll do that. I mean, once you've defeated it Zeri enough times, you've got the unique.
Also,
there,
fun
and
fact,
other things like that. Then you actually
while playing PoE 1 recently,
probably want, like, for ultra endgame,
I
you
usually
want, like, the most
kind of
stuff,
skip the
you
incursions.
get, like, as many double corrupts
I
as
think
you
this
can,
league,
you
the
wanna keep the tempo
Keepers of the
large,
Flame, is the first league where I've actually
the
beaten
stuff that would,
the final
prevent
boss in
you
an
from
incursion.
kill the architect and you don't kill it Zeri, then it will,
So I
you know,
have a
give
little
you
bit
back,
of an understanding of some of the
exact
things
number of rooms.
they've
Some number of
mentioned,
rooms go
especially
away,
with rewards and whatnot,
when it's quite
and
full,
upgrading the
and then,
rooms.
yeah, you can just juice it really high and have really challenging in-game scaling tier of stuff. 'Cause one of the
I
things
feel
we're
like
so
this is a
concerned about
much
is
better
that,
implementation
there is
of
some
it,
in-game content that just doesn't
for what
really
we've
scale
seen so
as hard
far.
as it needs to scale in order to make it properly in-game viable.
There's a
We
lot
want to
more
make
player
sure that
choice
this is not
compared
the case
to
here, that it actually does
previously.
scale enough,
Like, I've had several times where I looked at the room and I was like,
And to be pretty late game,
I don't want to upgrade this
pretty hectic.
into any of these options. I'm just going to wait it out.
On there and like,
yeah. But also just other things that you
And
want to
that
do.
felt kind of bad.
So, for example, at the start of the game, you can only, you can't like store up temple runs, as it were. As you get into the game, then now we start to have it so that you can store up more runs, so that you can like map for a while, then like do a bunch of incursions.
I think we have it that eventually you can do 60 maps and then temples, and then 60 maps, then temples.
If you want. So
if you want, or you can do 6, then a temple, then 6, then a temple.
So you can effectively store
or
10
anywhere
runs,
in between.
10 runs
Nice.
if you want.
I feel like with these things, like now I keep seeing like, you guys have thought of it. The
Well,
problems
the
you've
thing
had in
is
the
that we've
past,
got so much
you're
experience
learning.
and stuff. I mean, yeah, like, so for example, the whole like taking the currency away from the temple instead of having to craft inside the temple thing.
Yes.
Like, that's just a hard-learned lesson from PoE 1 where...
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just-
thank you.
We thought of it, and I have, because I'm just going to bring it up. But like, and a thing about, and this is something that
The amount of times I had to
fence about a little bit. Personally,
thing
but,
that sacrifices a unique item and I didn't have a unique item on me. The amount of times that has happened.
Temple or farm boss.
Ugh.
Can be quite a divisive thing for people.
Glad it won't
Looking at Betrayal
happen
and
here.
Arena, right? And the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like we've now on PoE1 we separated those two things so they're not, because it always felt bad doing one or the other. Or it could feel bad doing one or the other, depending on how the balance went. And so you might get a similar thing here. Now, of course, the amount of the temple that can get destroyed is variable, and there's a bunch of stuff we can obviously tweak. But yeah, like getting that right and feeling right will be important. It's honestly hard to say if it is right now. But it's a thing, we say we've thought about it, but it can be very easy to see that and be like, hey, they're doing the same mistake they've made last time. Which,
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
yeah.
Depending on honestly having the lever this time in place of how much gets destroyed instead of
Planned for
entire
that.
board reset kind of thing.
Yeah.
We get to control that a lot better and iterate on that if we need to. So
Yeah, that's true.
At least they're learning from the mistakes to
I could see,
some
I was just
extent.
thinking about it going,
At least there's that.
I reckon people are going to get.
And that's always good.
I was just looking at it going like, the idea that it's like, hold on, I can't farm the bosses. I either have to pick bosses or pick temple. It can be quite bad.
Well,
so
yeah, that's clear. Then you've kind of already got your hand hovering over the lever, waiting to like adjust it as needed.
yeah, and it's honestly kind of hard to know with. I mean, even if again, it's
Well, the thing with this sort of stuff specifically is you're talking about that's the type of gameplay that is hard to test internally.
Yeah,
Because how can you do just like you can't really test like what is weeks of grinding gonna feel like, it's
Yeah. You
So
can't-
I expect us to maybe we hit the sweet spot. Who knows? Hopefully, but I could imagine that this is a thing that gets adjusted for sure.
Yeah, so you've made
Okay.
the ability to sell like the corruptions, the double corruptions as an itemizable thing you can just take away and sell. Is there any reason to like itemize the temple like we did in PoE1?
Nah, so that was really more of a band-aid solution in PoE1 because we didn't have an easy way to change that. Like, I'd prefer that the temple is your temple and that you don't sell them, but just that all the rewards are the things that you can trade. Like trading the rewards was the reason why I did our temple itemization in the first place. This time people were just making sure to design the stuff in a way that can, can be take back that you can take with you.
No need for the band-aid in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
There's some really basic crafts that your classic exalted orbs and stuff like that. Mostly, honestly, in the campaign.
Okay, I
This is so when
think
you're doing the temple, you're getting. Not
I
just the
think that's
opportunity-
enough
because, obviously,
PoE. They're
crafts
obviously going to talk a little bit more.
You know, I mean, Val
But I
was
think
arguing
that's
that we could
enough
get
for
that.
now.
So you have this thing where it's like, well,
And,
you're now there are
hold
still
on.
rewards. There
And a large part of it is mostly me wanting to also get some Nightrain DLC in. So I do hope that's okay with everyone. Oop. storage drop is done. Lame. There. Now let me just check something real quick. Oh, okay. Because I want to see if a certain friend of mine is up to join me. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, that's there, that's there. Okay, I think people can hear you now.
Oh, good. Hello.
I don't think they can.
It's me. I'm the problem.
Yes, that would be Grimvale here. Let me just see where the heck do I have your Fugi? Because I'm sure we set it up at some point.
Probably.
Let's see.
Oh, you're talking about like the chat thing, right? I think I need to be on Google Chrome for that.
That's for share chat, and yes, but I was also thinking of the other thing.
What was the other thing? Oh, to join me as a group.
No. What's it called? The reactive PNG thing.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that thing. Yeah, I have no idea how to set that shit up.
Didn't we set it up for you at some point?
We did, and then I forgot how it worked.
Understandable. Give me a sec. At least on my end, I think I can fix something.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to fix anything at the moment.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's like funny story about that.
Yeah, so Grim is currently in the match. As soon as he's done, I shall be joining them.
Yes. You know what you could do if you wanted to for the shits and giggles of it?
What?
You could see it from my point of view and do a fucking esports spectate.
Oh, don't worry. I was planning on it. I just want to set up the Fugi first.
Oh no. I'm gonna be so embarrassed. Oh no. I'm gonna fucking die. Let's go. Okay. Well, the good news is we figured out the crystal and everything. I'm getting better at the crystal and shit, so. I am playing the Undercaker. Apparently she's a freak and likes to lick walls.
So, on one hand, I found your Fugi thingamajig. On the other hand, for some reason, it's completely bugged. And I can't use it. So we have to set it up again later.
Yeah, that's a later problem. That's a
yeah. Okay. So
problem.
Let me just
there we go.
Do the thingamajig with the knock first.
Oh. Mr. Hatanashi wants to collaborate. Declined. Declined.
Get in there. Get your butt in here. Get your pigeon feathers in here.
I'm working on it. It has to be in Google Chrome though. That's the thing. Hold on. Can I go to Google Chrome? Now is the best time for tech support, by the way.
Yes,
now
indeed.
Is the best fucking time.
Hold
yeah,
on.
I know my team is pissed at me. I know they can suck a dick.
Whoa, easy there.
It's fine.
There we go.
I don't know if it's working or not. My controller's disconnecting because of all the fucking bullshit I'm doing right now. Okay, let's try again.
You're not here yet.
Yeah, because I was trying to do it on fucking Opera. You might want to send it again.
Alrighty then.
Ah, fuck. I don't even know how to reach my team right now because of the way that they've gone. I know they're doing something, I just don't know
remove,
where they are.
add again.
Life is pain, dayo. Life is pain, dayo. I think we want to go down or to the left. I just want to see which way it's going to send us is the thing. If it sent us here, it might send us top, but... Da-da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-da-dum. Okay, let me try a thing. Hold on. Because now that I'm actually on frickin' Google here.
Okay.
God, how do I do it? Nah, shit. I don't have fun. I don't have the time. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I can't figure this shit out.
It's fine.
At least I know where I'm going. Yeah, because I'm fucking dying.
Yeah, we'll figure it out after. Just gonna have to stay separate. And instead, we will enjoy the magnificent gameplay by Grimvale, the resident Romanian vampire pigeon.
Squawk. Something like that.
Yeah,
Don't mind me
indeed.
being fucking lost right now, though. That's the thing. Which direction is this going to take me? Because I don't even know. This is going the complete wrong way, but I might be able to go all the way here.
Yes,
And then that'll
here we can observe the vampire pigeon in its natural habitat, being completely lost.
Squawk. Yeah, dementia gets to you when you get to be a certain age as a vampire. You know, is what it is. It's what it is. Oh, don't look at me like you haven't been getting lost in this shit too. I don't want to hear it from you.
I mean, to be fair, I've only played it once, so you know, it's hard not to get lost when it's your first time.
Fair. Fair. I will give you that. I'm trying to escape my own death right now. Because we want to be going to this way. We want to be going to the Colosseum.
Okay. That's the Colosseum over there.
Uh-huh. And then there's a bingo. That's what I want. This is going to take us to that side. And we want to go all the way over there. Pain dayo. Life is pain dayo.
Oh, neat. They have the portals from Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We made it. Now they're going down that area for some reason. I'm gonna just go say hi to the boss by myself. Because this is where we want to be. This is where you're gonna get all your XP is from the Colosseum. And there's a buff on top if you actually get through all of it.
Ooh.
Okay, who am I fighting by myself? Ulcerated tree spirit. I can live with that. Poke.
Okay, based on that, I can see there's a slight delay on the stream. Nothing bad per se. But it is we are getting the commentary of the future pigeon, so to say, by a few seconds.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's perfectly okay.
At least it isn't by minutes.
Oh dear God,
As
please
long
no.
as it isn't by minutes, right?
Yeah, it's fine, just a few seconds.
Ow.
Hey, the Deus Ex was set in 2027. We are nowhere near that technology.
Yes.
You think that's bad? I would like to remind everyone that there was a certain cartoon. I can't remember the exact name of right now, but there was a certain cartoon. They had a flying spaceship as the average car.
The Jetsons.
The Jetsons, yes, thank you. That's exactly the one.
I got you, buddy. I got
Do you remember the year the Jetsons was set in?
Wasn't it like in the 1990s?
Yes!
In the distant future of the 1990s, yeah, about that fun fact.
Yeah, no. It's not gonna happen.
I love how I'm just here fighting this shit by myself.
I mean, do you need teammates?
I am the team.
Yes. We see the mighty vampire pigeon in its natural habitat hunting down its helpless prey. It puts up what some might consider a fight, but it is merely an act of desperation.
Bonk. Observe the natural undertaker. Poke.
Oh, I think you do have at least one teammate right now.
Yes, we now have friends. I've always wanted friends.
Oh, that was a 3-hit. The prey is putting up a fight, I see.
He trying, anyways. He trying. Oh, I'm okay. It's only death. My turn. Hup. I love it when both Undertakers just do the fucking suicide bomb into them.
Yeah. It's such a fun little skill.
Yes.
And it's honestly quite interesting when you read what it actually does. Because lore-wise, what you actually do is you rip a bone out of yourself.
Yeah, you rip out your fucking spinal cord.
I'm not sure if it's the spinal cord. I know it's a very particular bone. That's all we know. I don't know where you rip it from. If I had to take a guess, I think it's from the ribcage. Simply because there are a lot of myths and legends about the bones from the ribcage. Like a certain rib having certain magical powers and whatnot.
Bruh, of all the things they could give me.
Oh my. Well.
Giving me this is a mistake.
Yep. Nihil. Nihil. Nihil.
We know what happens when you give me this on Revenant.
Yep.
Yes?
Yes.
Now, what happens when you give it to me on this scroll? Let's find out. And behind door number 2 is... we might not have enough time. The Deaf Right Bird.
I mean, can you bleed it is the question.
Anyways. Me Bumba. I am the Bumba. I want to see if we can do it. That's the thing.
Oh, one of you has the Rings of Light, so you maybe.
We might have the burst, weirdly enough.
Yeah, it's a solid maybe.
I ran out of go-go juice. Poke.
Yeah, I don't think you guys have the...
Nah, we're not even gonna have time to get out, so the best we can hope for is maybe try to just kill him and be done with it. That's all we can hope for.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a nap. It's kind of hard to do the Colosseum, because you really have to predict which one it is going to be in advance, because the first night was over here, so I'm like, okay, well, it's either going to go over to the right or to the left.
I see.
It's hard to predict which Colosseum.
Oh wait, I just realized I don't have the setup for Night Rain. While you do that, I'll go and grab something real quick.
You do that. The downside is we're going to be under-leveled. That's a pain. It's like, I really do like this map, but oh my lord, is it a bitch to actually go through. 176 damage, by the way, if I two-hand this. Nice. If only I had an incantation. Alas, I do not. Alas, not on the menu. I chose to get the damage reduction instead. I wonder what's going to be behind door number 1. What could it be? What could it What do we have here? Anything I want? I'll take that, but I just don't have a fucking incantation to use. It's a shame. 28% more damage on incantations, and I can't even use it. Such a shame. Such a shame. Poke. 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 So what do you think of the Scholar? Have you been able to mess with him yet?
Okay, I have returned.
Welcome back. I was asking what do you think of the Scholar? Have you messed with him yet?
I have a very, very little bit. However, I think I see a lot of uses for him that other people don't. Because while I have played the map only once, I have watched Dandy before starting my own stream playing. And I realized Morg actually makes spears that can be targeted during his fight.
Yes.
Scholar can use his ultimate to link the spears and Morg. So just by attacking Morg, you can destroy all of the spears. Or by attacking the spears, you can damage Morg.
Got him.
It's a very interesting combo of things that you can do with the Scholar.
Dodge, auto dodge, auto dodge.
Also,
just having immunity for damage.
Yeah. Also, the arcane stat on the Scholar. Can we talk about that for a second?
Yes, it is funny getting blood loss every proc.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid. Like, I've seen Dandy proc blood loss with Rivers of Blood on every single hit.
Yes.
It's...
So how is Dandy liking Scholar and Undertaker?
I think she's liking the Nun a lot more than the Scholar.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't really like the lack of physical options the Scholar has.
Well, my biggest problem with the Scholar is he's very reliant on these stasises. Of course, that's a fucking point. But he's just too reliant.
Yeah,
At least in my opinion.
he's a little bit too reliant. I wonder if some of the relics might help him in that department.
There you go.
Well, right now he's a little bit too reliant on that, and I think he's very reliant on consumable items and on the raid calling bell. I feel like those items are very, very important for him.
Which one?
The raid calling bell and consumable items.
Yes. It's funny, when I do play Scholar, I kind of affectionately say you're just playing Wraith Calling Bell, the character.
Yeah.
Sup? It's like, hi, happy to be back, and dead again.
Okay, let me set up the thing here.
Bonk. Oh, he mad now. I'm only doing 62 damage a hit because he's resistant to my shit.
Oof.
Such a shame. Such a shame.
Yeah.
This is what we call unlucky. This is how you say unlucky.
I mean, it is his weapon. Ooh, that...
True.
I just saw you...
I don't think...
Oh, everyone was dead. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he appreciated it.
Well, on the bright side, now I am available to join you.
Yes,
So let's set up the things, shall we?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
For now, let me just take this off. Going over here.
And then, what's your name? What's your name? Raza?
Yes.
Is this you? Okay. Yeah, we'll skip the Fuji thing for now because all I care about is just the chat and playing.
Yeah. I meant the chat. Because we're not doing the Fuji thing right now.
Okay. Mm-hmm. It's the scaffening. What is it? Stream together. Start streaming together. Stream together. Start shared chat. Invite guest. Invite. Send invite. I sent you an invite. I think that would work.
Hold on.
I sent you a thingy thing.
Yeah, give me a second. I was accepting the party inviting game.
The thingy thing. The thingy thing.
Now for
What do you
this
think
one...
of the Undertaker's necklace?
Wait, what do you mean, the Undertaker's necklace?
Look at it. Remind you of anything?
Hold on. Oh.
Hold on, here. Let me help you a little bit of that. Let me help you a bit. Let me help. Let me help, and let's see if this helps jog your memory a bit. You know, maybe this will help. And you can show your stream this too, but
Okay, give me a sec.
does this look familiar? If you put the two side by side, does this look familiar at all? Does this look a little familiar, perhaps? Just a tad.
Wait. Oh. Hold on. So, yeah, this. Gee, I wonder.
I mean, my original theory was the Sable Church, but my new theory is I wonder if she's part of the Order of the Godskins.
She might be.
Apparently, she's a freak who licks walls, which, you know what, good for her.
You saw that too.
Yeah, she a freaky freak.
Yeah, I saw it. I
want to know the context. I think she's like a vampire.
Maybe.
She, like, needs mana.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
She a freak.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go get him. Do you want to fight the bouncers? Have you got the bouncers yet?
Nope, not yet.
Congratulations, we will fight the bouncers.
Alright.
We will die together.
Actually, you know what? Before it does a team, I'll go with the Scholar.
Okay. I also like how one person said the lore implications imply that this whole time that we've been fighting the Night Lord and all that stuff, that Undertaker and the Scholar have just been in that room this entire fucking time and nobody bothered to check in.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's a little funny.
Are we sure that's the implication, or...?
It is a funny headcanon that they were just there this whole time and it took...
Oh, definitely.
It's like, hey... I've been like, hey, guys. I've been hearing some weird moans coming from in that chapel room over there. There's supposed to be nobody there. You want to go check? It's just some girl licking the wall. As one does.
Perfectly normal, right? Right.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out the Scholar's remembrance with the fort, and I could not figure it out. It's like, go under the fort. Okay, I'm under the fort. I ain't seeing fucking shit. Yeah, well. Did you do that one yet, or not yet?
No, I haven't done any of the remembrances yet.
Oh, okay.
Again, legit the second time I'm touching this, so we'll see how it goes.
Early on, my best advice, try to get whatever early levels you can. And from there, we want to care about, well, not dying for one. We want to care about getting strength and finding the crystals so we can fight the Colosseum, because otherwise, no Colosseum. Ding dong. Poke, 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 poke.
There's one more guy here. Ow.
Kaiden mercenaries.
Wait, how do I...
Strange name.
Okay.
Here you go, this is for you. Enjoy. It's like, weirdly enough, you'll get benefit out of it.
Oh, the other guy got it.
Oh. Fucking idiot. Oh well. I didn't expect her to take it. I wonder if she'll just drop it or not, though. You can go.
Oh no, she full-on equipped it. I think she likes it. Oh well.
Yeah, well. Hey, as long as it's being used, fuck do I care, right?
Yeah.
I want to see if we can find any crystals early on. That's what I would like. Punk. Hi, zombie. How are you?
That's for you.
Yeah, I have a lot of crits. Show me the critties. Whee! Whee! So what are your initial impressions on the DLC?
It's so good. Like, I was expecting way less, we got so much more.
The only thing I'm disappointed on is the lack of any new weapons. That's the only thing I'm kind of sad on. And I wish we had some.
I mean, there are some new weapons, I think.
True, Undertaker's hammer, yes. Scholar's sword, yes. And we got the relics, which are nice. But supposedly, again, according to Famitsu, we're supposedly going to get more stuff down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see if there's anything here we want to do. Any bosses we can find. No, I'm not seeing anything. Okay. We might just go down then. But yeah, the name of the game is get whatever levels you can early on, and find whatever crystals early on you can too. And then night 2, you want to definitely get all those crystals.
Okay.
Alright, get to a higher vantage point just so we can actually see what the fuck is around us. We're not actually staying here because we can't do anything here. Da-da-dum. I mean, unless you want to fight half HP. Yeah, I think we'll pass on that.
I mean, that's you. I'm not half HP yet.
I am.
Oh, now I am.
We're kind of just cutting across to see if we can find any other stones. That's the only reason we're doing this.
Okay.
Because we can just go over here and then go there. That's how I'm looking at it anyways. Yeah, at least it's a nice straight path, which is good. And we can get a nice look below us and see... Oh, is that one of them right there? I think I found one. I think I found one. That looks like a big old fuck-off crystal to me. That looks like one to me. Oh. Thank you. Okay. I could be wrong, but it looks like one.
Okay.
Bingo! That's 2. We need 5 of them, but at least getting 2 early on, night 1. Holy shit, that's good. That is very good. And then we'll see if we can fight any bosses around while we're here anyways.
Yeah.
Grafted Scion, we can do that.
Oh dear god. Oh. I just had a bit of a fall.
Oh no. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh no, I can definitely get up.
Oh good. Poke, poke. Poke. Nope. Nope. Dun, 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 dun. Poke. I've fallen and I can't get up. Ding, 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 ding. How's the dingling going? Poke, poke, poke. What does it do? What does what do, zombie? What does what do? Oh, oh! Oh!
20 damage negation.
I'm happy. What do the new characters do? Too long didn't read for Undertaker. Faith, strength. If I do a trance, I get increased dodge, increased movement speed, more poise, damage reduction, more damage. You get a lot of fucking shit, to put it mildly.
Yeah.
Undertaker's grief. HP restores HP. Yeah, sure. Sure, why not? It's something. And then, where am I right now? Sorry. If I use my ultimate, I become a dive bomb, and I do damage. If I use my trance and then consume my ultimate in compensation, I can enable auto dodge for 10 seconds. It's very funny, admittedly. Oh, there's the tree sentinel over there, but I don't think we want to fight that at level 4. We can see about over here. There might be something that we can do. I love that I just have this claw mark seal early on. Very nice. I like my incantations. What the crystals do, they open up the big crystal in the middle. These coliseums on the edge of the map, so you can't get to them until you get rid of the crystal curse. I mean, you can if you want to fight them half health. But I don't think that sounds, you know, enticing. What do you think?
Not really. Also, don't mind me, I'm just grabbing a lot of stuff on the way.
Oh yeah, I have a improved sorcery thing that I can just give you whenever, by the way.
Ooh.
Let's see if there's anything over here. Oh hi, Black Knife Assassin. Oop, thank you. My turn. Oh dear.
Okay,
Oh,
this
dear.
is still fine.
Pocket sand, pocket sand. He's trying. She tried.
Yeah.
You know, she tried. Improve damage negation by 12%. Works for me. Works for me. Do. This way? Yeah, we can go this way.
Which way?
This way just to see if there's a boss over here. There is. Poke. Ow. Pocket sand, pocket sand.
Where are you guys?
I just went down the ramp.
Oh. I think I see you.
This map has a lot of verticality.
Yeah.
For better and for worse at the same time. Ow. Poke. I feel I do damage.
Yeah, I feel I also do damage.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, that's funny.
It really is. It's only level 2, by the way.
Let's go. Alright, we'll see if we can find a way out of here, I guess. I don't think we can.
Yeah,
do
physical
it
damage
anymore.
negation, sure.
Can we find a way out from this side? Actually, yes we can. Yes we can. Parkour, 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 parkour. Parkour hardcore, right?
Yeah.
We. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's any other locations nearby we can really go for.
Oh, that's new. Rykard's Rancor.
Nice. Very nice.
I mean, I think that's better for you than me, but...
It's a sorcery.
Oh. Never mind then.
Yep. Thank you, though. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Where are you? Here you go.
Here.
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
Oh.
I was gonna say, if she takes it, that'd be fucking hysterical. At that point, you just know she's a gremlin.
Yeah.
Loot Goblin. Where does this one go? This one goes... Where does this one go? I don't know where this will take me. Let's find out.
Oh.
This is actually a terrible idea. Not that fun. I'm gonna change my mind on that. I had a quick change of heart, because I have to go this way. This way it is.
Wait, so where are you?
We're going back this way. This is the way. Do you know the way to good fashion? Okay, so we know that the map is over here, so chances are it's going to be this Coliseum we're going to. This one seems pretty cut and dry, because if it's on this side first, then it's that Coliseum we'll want to do next. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because apparently there's supposedly a buff at the top if you make it. Which sounds fun. And behind door number 1 is... Oh wow, that's a very cool giant tree man. I wish I had an item. Alas, I do not. I'm level 6 with a dream, god damn it. That's what I got.
Okay, you guys are over that way.
Just two nuns doing nun things. Praise Jesus.
Yeah, I don't think Jesus had anything to do with what we are fighting here.
No, I agree. Curtsy. Where's the fancy spin? Fancy spin. Oh, hi. Welcome to the party. See, I don't like using the shields on a Scholar. That's one thing I dislike. I'd rather have a catalyst. But that's just me. He does look damn cool as hell, though. By the way, did you know that his voice actor is the same as Aldia's?
Yeah. I was about to mention that. It's basically confirmed, especially with one of his skins.
With one of his what?
One of the... what do I call it? Skins. Costumes. Whatever.
Oh, okay. I'll have to take a little peek at it. Jesus. Hammer time. We both did the unison crit. Oh, hey, do you like the DLC? I do. I do. What do you think of the DLC, Avanon? I fucking suck at this game, by the way. Yum, bum, 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 bum. Da-da-dum. Auto dodge. Oh, I love auto dodge. It's so fun. Characters are cool, not my cup of tea, but the map is fucking annoying. I feel like what would solve the map if they had just a few more spirit springs.
Okay, I've linked everyone.
We both had the same thought process. Ow. Why me?
Wow. The bells knocked him out of the air.
My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling.
Oh my god, it's so dark I can't see anything.
Honestly, either fill it in so you can't jump to your dev, or remove the fog altogether, I say.
What the?
Yes, I don't know. Oh my god, he gone. He gone. He gone. He gone. You're gonna have a bad day now. Please hold for further assistance. Ow. Ow. Please hold. For further assistance, please dial the operator at this time. Your call is important to us. This man just keeps moving. Okay, well, he's gone. There you go.
Yeah, finally we can see.
Whew. What, are you telling me you're afraid of the dark?
Now I have one issue. I don't know how to activate the shield for you with Scholar.
R2.
What the? Speak in PC, please.
At that one I can't help you. That one I can't
Like,
help you.
hold on.
I'm terribly sorry about
I
that.
figured it out.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Congratulations, you are now level 7. And now we can see where the rest of the crystals are. And then we'll start going for the Coliseum. Because the left one is where we'll want to go to. I think we need 2 or 3 more crystals, I don't know. We'll just scatter and find the crystals.
So we just scatter and try and find crystals?
It'll tell us where they are. That's like your courtesy. Okay, if you've been struggling, here's where they are now. Did you manage to get to the final boss of this map yet? No. Okay, there's one over there, and then there's one over there.
I'll go to the one that's closest.
Yep. Yep. Works for me.
When I get there, what do I do with it?
Yeah, just touch it.
Okay.
Touch the butt. Have you ever seen Finding Nemo?
No.
I was gonna say, there's a quote from the movie, touch the butt of the boat, touch the butt. You're gonna love the boss. Ah, okay. Are you talking about, you're not talking about the balancers, right? Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum.
I'll make my way to the third crystal.
Doo-doo. Crystal? Maybe.
I already see it.
Oh, good. I love this map. I love it. It's my favorite.
Got it.
It's my favorite fucking map. See what I meant? Oh no, I'm not disagreeing with you. The Great Crystal Shatters. And then it just froze you in like the most random fucking places ever. That's my other issue with the map, is it just froze you so many random places. It's like, I'm not disagreeing with you, Avedon. I like the map, but oh my god, is the verticality of it so fucking confusing. It's like a jungle gym. And then you just fall to your death everywhere. Want me to tell you a bullshit of this map? Sure, sure. What is bullshit, I guess? What is the bull of shit?
Okay, where's the thing?
Hold that thought.
Okay, I found the power.
Thank you. Oh no.
What?
We're gonna have company. We're gonna have company. We're gonna have company.
Why are there 3 spots?
Yep, there are free gladiuses that you need to kill to get rid of the fire. And the other fun part about this is it's gonna keep doing damage the entire time.
Oh. Well, I'm guessing one of them is somewhere around here.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be catching up with you shortly, funny enough. Whee! Whee! Oh, hi.
Hey.
What's up?
Trying to find where the Gladius is.
It's gonna be over here. Away from the castle.
Oh, wait. I was going the wrong way.
Yep, complete wrong direction. You're gonna want to go down. Down, down, down. Oh, sweet mother of God, help me! So if you take the flying eagle thing and you fly over the dungeon, and it just flies over it, and you lose half your health. Yeah, that's normal. That's part of the fun. I found one of the doggies right here. The verticality is insane. It's fun, and it's also a pain in the ass all in one. That's the honest truth, in my opinion.
Where the heck are you guys?
Dog. Oh, doggy, doggy, doggy. Ow.
Oh, I see you. Dropping in hot. Oh my god, right on him. That was the best plunging of my life.
Now would you like the good news or the bad news?
We need to take the other 3.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh. Now here's the bad news. Each time that we do...
I read it. Yeah. Why are there other fire dogs?
What's up?
There's other fire dogs.
Yep. Yep. Miyazaki knows what you can handle.
Miyazaki didn't touch this DLC and you know it.
Miyazaki just... He looked at it and said, yep, that's what they deserve.
Why did my screen go... My screen flipped as I was running away.
Gladius is outside the fucking map. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself, bro. Help.
I think...
we can probably get it. It's just a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah, just go for it.
Yeah. Just go. Oh, that third one is gonna be such a fucking mess to go for. I'll take the iframes. I've got the doggies.
Why did I spawn inside of the dogs?
Who let the dog out? Do. I think the best way we're gonna do this is running to the middle crystal and then just fucking jumping. I think that's honestly the best way to do this. Because we can use the fucking crystal as a spring step, and we can just run to them.
No, I think I see what you mean.
Because this one's right here, and we're gonna be fighting with the fire and the ring, taking our health at once. Fuck me, man. Fuck me. Oh, and I was gonna be so wrong about the Colosseum. It's actually the right side. Crazy. Atsu crazy style. Bounce on it crazy style, Dayo. Okay. Oof. Whoosh. Whoosh. Boom! Praise Jesus, motherfucker! Uh-oh. Whee! Don't do it! Don't do it! He don't need it! He don't need it!
Hold on. I wonder if my ultimate can revive you.
He don't need it! No, it don't! No,
No.
it fucking don't! It
Oh.
don't!
Okay, I had to try.
Damn it! You need Jesus, yeah.
What's our other guy doing?
Fucking masturbating, I guess? I don't fucking know, man. We're right outside the thing, but guess what? We get to fight this in the fucking fire.
Do we absolutely have to kill it, is my question.
No! We were literally one hit off, fucking bitch. We are so cooked, by the way.
Yeah.
Jesus died like a bitch casting his spell. You know what? You know what? I love you too, Abaddon. I love you too. Thanks, Abaddon. You're the best. Life is pain, Dayo. Life is pain, Dayo. But at least we've learned a valuable lesson about your ultimate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're all learning. We're all learning together. And isn't that the magic of it? Isn't that just like the wonder? The majesty and wonder.
Why, game? Please, stop.
Mm-hmm. And true, I would agree with you, Abaddon. I would agree with you on that. Alright, let's just go to the fucking Coliseum and just do what we can. That's all I got for you, is just go to the fucking Coliseum and do whatever, I guess. The spell guy has really good potential, but it requires a very specific playstyle. Oh, Scholar?
Wait, so which Colosseum? That one?
Yeah. Yep. That would be the one. That would indeed be the one. I'm level 7. And what would you say the playstyle requires for Scholar and Undertaker, Abaddon? What would you say they both require? Whee! Because I like my Spellblade style. That's what I like.
Game? What? Why did I not fly up? Oh, it's a different one. Okay, fair enough. How did you die there?
Birdman.
Ah, understandable.
Birdman. I'm okay. I'm okay. Are you okay? Because I'm okay. We can fight the Birdman. How the fuck did she even get up there?
Oh, we're about to find out. Let's go.
Brr. Actual brr moment. I got my money back at least. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I'm out. No, I'm leaving. I'm going home. Goodbye. For the Scholar, you need proc effects, buffs, or debuffs for the enemy. This is why he has more store item potential, so you can spam them.
Oh god.
Them with your allies. Oh my lord. Where?
You don't want to know.
Where?
You don't want to know.
Where? Is it behind us?
No, it's way in front of us, or if you're next to me, it's way behind us.
I'ma make lose it.
I did, however, find how to get inside.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that one out too.
Yeah, there's a...
There we go.
Yeah.
We are so fucking underleveled. Let's go. Well, now you know the...
Oh, hi, Smelter.
Here. Oh, thank God. Something easy for once. Why does he have increased holy? Like, explain.
Uh...
Poke. 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 Magic. Magic. Oh, Oh, we are so fucked.
Yeah.
Let's go. And you can spam them and share them to all the enemies or all.
Oh, the fog is already here.
Yeah. Yeah. We are so cooked. We are so fucking cooked.
I mean, we're not as cooked as our friend there.
I mean, that seems like a him problem, don't you think? Coward!
Yeah.
What a bitch. It smells like bitch in here.
Wait, where does this... Actually, never mind.
Dun, dun,
Not
dun.
worth experimenting right now.
And for the none, I think if you just focus on stance damage, the utility does a lot since you can spam it. True. Although I don't think there's any stuff that lets you do stance damage. See, I like having her as a Spellblade. That's what I want to do, is just Spellblade. Does that make any sense? Am I crazy? No. No, it makes sense to me. Dun, 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 dun. I just hope, if anything, with this game, I really hope that they look at it and go, oh wait, people actually want more shit, let's do more shit. There are new buffs that allow stance break now. Oh, interesting. But what do you think of my idea of turning her into a Spellblade, Avanon? What do you think of that?
Oh, I'd say it's a solid maybe. God damn, the beetle escaped.
Dun dun dun. Because when I play Revenant, I think we both agree I turn her into a Spellblade. Not sure she has faith, right? She ends up with 40 faith and 58 strength, I believe. Something like that. Something along those lines of like 58 strength and 40 faith, I think. Which I think 40 faith is like the soft cap, is it not? Let's put it this way, she has higher faith than Duchess. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, we are cooked.
Oh, yes. I mean, you're 2 levels higher than me. That should tell you everything.
Wait, what? How?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, like for real, how?
Well, you see, remember those times that I kept dying and I couldn't get my ruins back? It stacked up.
Oh.
Poke, poke, poke. Do 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 do. Did you? I do recall I took Scholar and had Spellblade. I had like a Glintblade Phalanx on the skill of Blade. Also had a skill from it. I paired that with skills that did Sandstorm and just kept balancing. Sounds cool. I have a build with Hoarfrost Stomp and Wraith Calling Bell on him. It would be interesting because one thing that I've noticed about the Undertaker, which I like, you can use your trance to posture through spellcast, because the biggest problem with incantations, I'm curious if you agree with me on this or not, but the biggest issue with them is a lot of them can be, you know, just posture broken out of. Whereas this girl, she can actually just stay in stance. Poke. Poke. We're gonna die. We're in agreement?
Perhaps.
I don't do damage. She has high strength too. Yes, yes. So she can do both. Ow. Wait, you lost your ally? Yeah, they rage quit. Like a little bitch. But me and Hatanashi, we ride or die. We're bros. Right, Hatanashi?
Yes.
Yeah, you can either go bulk build or stance build, I think. Well, doesn't incantations also do stance damage, or am I crazy? Like, spells deal stance damage, do they not? Excuse me. I don't know, honestly. I think some more than others.
Get up.
True, I know Bestial Sling has a lot of stance damage. And this girl does more damage based on successive attacks, too, so that's another thing that's pretty cool. So she likes being able to spam R1s. Oof. I'm gonna take a little nap. You don't mind, right? Oh, that 50 free damage on your rapier is making me so sad. I'm so sorry, sir.
Okay.
I'm gonna just take a little nappy poo. For instance, the triple glint blade phalanx deals more stance damage than the 4 glint blade phalanx, or 5. Makes no sense.
You have got to be kidding me. He actually blocked it.
What did he block?
I tried to use the bell to get you up. Oh, there we go.
He's like, nah.
So, one thing I've noticed, the Scholar has different dodges that I can't quite get the timing of them down.
Yeah, he has a very bad base dodge, but he has a very long back step up. It's so cool.
Yeah.
He has like 3 different dodges. It's weird. Small jar bazaar. I still don't understand the 2 different relics. It's like from up to 0.102, so I assume this is if you want only before the DLC relics, and then this is if you want after the DLC relics, which is kind of
I think so.
weird. Kind of a little weird, but you know, it's whatever. Little weird, but whatever.
Yeah. Oh, memory fragment found. Let me just check that out real quick.
Physical attacks boost while assist effect from incantation to self.
Let's look into the past. The enchant monochrome here was given to me by my mentor as I embarked upon this quest. Available to my analysis. I glimpsed some things by just the object into focus. Transferring the memories buried within the object, the events of the past can be witnessed. Process which must be performed with care. I shall verify this for myself so that no harm comes to the
I have a
relationship.
message for you from Avanon. It
Oh.
says about the scholar, something interesting. The further away you are when using the skill, the longer.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm aware.
Oh, okay. I do not know. I do think that is all I'm going to do on stream though, because my voice is getting tired and I was working.
Fair enough.
Yes. Let me see who is around. We're going to spread the love today. Da da dum da 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 da.
And to be fair, I think I have been streaming as well for quite some time. Yeah, I think a raid is in order. Let me just see who's live right now.
I cannot type names to save my life, bruh. Bruh. How do... Motherfucker, how do I type your name?
How do you type whose name?
There we go. 2B. There we go. We're gonna... I'm sending the love to 2B since she's my VTuber sibling.
Okay.
Yep.
You know what? Pass me the link. I want to see the sibling.
Go for it. Just know she is a LewDtuber, so don't be surprised. there you go, bud.
I understand. You did give me the warning. Okay.
Yes. All right, I'm hopping out of stream. Bye.
Okay. See ya. Well, in that scenario, anyone else? Well, actually, it's hold on. Dandy is still going. You know what? Let's just go to Dandy. I left her stream to her stream. I may as well return with some friends. So we shall be readying Dandy in a second here. Dandy flows, there we go. Who is playing Nightraign. And who is infinitely better at this than me or Grim. But yeah, very fun nonetheless. So I shall be starting the raid. Once again, thank you everyone for joining me on this, both the PoE part and the Nightraign part. And hopefully I shall see you all tomorrow, when I shall be a guest on Zilius' stream and dictating his fate. To say that I plan for that man's demise in horrible but entertaining ways is an understatement, so I hope you will be joining me for that time as well. Until then, good night everyone.
Ooh, this one. Takanashi, thank you for the raid.